bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes. Congratulations. Then Kebab, you were first in chat today. Enjoy that medal. I think you are now roughly 100 medals behind Kona and Sanix, who are currently in the lead, like 160 each, because it's been neck and neck between them two, to the point where they started stealing from each other, which is great. Boogie, hello, how are you doing today? Hoping everyone's doing it. I hope everyone's had a good Tuesday so far. If it hasn't been ruined yet, it means I have a chance to ruin it right now. I will do my damn best. But yeah, I'll be playing some Alan Wake 2. I've got a few things I also want to talk about. I might queue up a few more videos as well that I was meaning to watch. I need to do the Wordle. Hopefully I can do better. I got it on 5 guesses last time. Hopefully I can do it in less than 5. Let's try and beat my record a little by little. Who knows if I will, depending on the word. Sometimes they are fiendishly hard, like Boxer. One of the hardest ones I could have thrown out because no one uses the letter X. It would have taken me forever to get that one. Yeah, if anyone hasn't done the Wordle yet, I'll give you a moment to do it now before I do it so I don't spoil it for anyone. Dude, I'm hoping you put your feet up and are definitely relaxing right now. I get that it can be exhausting. Technically, that's not trauma dumping. I know I do have a rule saying no trauma dumping, but you've trauma dumped to your therapist and not here, which is the right thing to do. That's why I have that rule there. Like, I know a lot of streamers feel awkward when people bring up topics of mental health, and I always say, hey, I'm not a fucking professional. I can't really help you in any way, but going to a professional is one thing I always promote. In fact, there are charities out there, like mine, that I've supported in the past, and I always support, promote their services and stuff. No, I know, I thought I'd preemptively say this. Like, it's not trauma dumping. You didn't do it here. You did it at a therapist, and that's exactly what I want people to do. The reason I joke about it so much, because it's such a common thing for a lot of streamers to have people just randomly appear and then trauma dump on them without warning. And it's not the most appropriate place to do it. If you're going to do it at a therapist's office. It's literally their job. It's what they're paid to do. And like I said, there are charity services out there. You can trauma dump to them for free. I mean, the unfortunate case, right, and I've seen it happen quite a few times, is a lot of people who do go to stream and start trauma dumping in chat, they are, not all of them, not saying all of them, but there's been a case where I've seen it happen often, but they are just lying to try and upset the streamer live on stream. Like, I've seen a handful of people, not many times, thankfully. I've only seen it happen like twice, 2 or 3 times, but someone would go into a chat and start trauma dumping about something, and then in a completely separate stream, I will see the exact same person giving the exact same story again, like 3-4 days later. So it's kind of obvious that they are literally doing it to try and upset the streamer whilst they're on stream, and a lot of people wouldn't say anything about it. That's why I somewhat make it a joke that no trauma dumping is a bannable offense in this chat, just so when I do see someone doing that sort of thing, I can essentially ban them straight away without hesitation. Whereas a lot of people sort of have it because they want to be open and accepting to everyone. They do take a moment to try and hear people out, and they do end up giving attention to people who should not be getting it. Dude, fucking every country out there is doing healthcare better than America right now. I was talking about it actually online with a few people about how deeply ingrained it is in America that they're the best, that when they do something so horrendously bad like healthcare, no matter how many countries out there have done it infinitely better than them, they refuse to accept any of those systems would ever work in America, because, I mean, it won't, because the healthcare companies won't let it, because it's so profitable to keep charging people like fucking $800 for insulin and shit like that, to the point where a lot of like exploitative industries would just collapse. And it's a lot where America gets GDP from, so they're never going to do it. But there are so many countries out there who do things so much better than America. Like Finland, Sweden, Canada, the UK. In fact, there are countries out there like Japan that do private healthcare better than America do, so that's even worse. Because Japan don't have free healthcare, but their private healthcare is better than America's, like by far. So it's not even me just knocking them for being a capitalist hellscape. It's for being a shitty capitalist hellscape that can't even do it right. Genuinely wild how capitalism is like their main thing, right? And they're doing it badly. Like, there are better capitalist countries out there with private healthcare and stuff like that. Only so in Germany does the same as well, right? I'll need to double check. I'm not sure if they do. I know Germany do rent much better than anywhere else because they have rent control laws. Because a lot more people in Germany rent, so they have tighter regulations around it, which I think more countries should definitely try and adopt. There's a few things I've got queued up. Let me have a look. What have I got queued up? Have you heard it? I've got a video about the wanted posters being put up in America, specifically New York, for CEOs, which is upsetting. Oh, did you hear about the phone call threat to Blue Cross Blue Shield? Say threat. What was her name? Was it Bianca something? Try and find it. Took a woman to court because they thought she threatened them. I think straight up, yeah, it's that story. She said, delay, deny, depose. You people are next to Blue Cross Blue Shield, which is a healthcare provider, because they didn't approve her claim for her health insurance. And then she got arrested by the police for saying that, like, in the country, which is like, hey, hell yeah, free speech, blah blah blah. And they called her a copycat killer, despite the fact that she doesn't even own a gun. Let me try and find that story, because that is a wild one. There we go, I think I found a couple of them. Let me add these to my queue so I can definitely bring them up. Well, I'm surprised more people in America aren't calling out the fact that they're supposed to have free speech, right? To be able to say things like that. Like, I'd get it if it happened in the UK or something, because we have laws against threats and hate speech, which America should have to begin with, right? They should have that sort of thing, but they don't. So she should have been okay to say that sort of thing to Blue Cross Blue Shield, but because it's a $1 billion CEO behind a massive health insurance company, you don't have that right anymore. It's what rich people decide. And I'm surprised it's not getting more coverage. Like, you definitely think that's against their First Amendment, right? I'm fairly certain it is. But yeah, let me just make sure I've annoyed everyone on all my social medias before I continue with what I need to do. Before I make a start on the Wordle. There's been a lot of things. I've not had the time to catch up on a lot of news stories yet because, well, I just started playing Alan Wake 2. I didn't bother last time, so I think I'll make extra time today to do a bit more just chatting about stuff. And actually get to talk to a few... Actually, hang on, there's another point I wanted to talk about. Where is it? There was a video I saw about right-wing social media platforms. I think I'll put it on my watch later. Hang on, let me bring that one up, because that's one I wanted to do. Also, I did... My stream title is a reference to a video I just put out with Luna Harpy as well. I got her to watch some good old British telly, some Doctor Who, and had her reacting to it for the first time. She ended up enjoying it more than she thought, but it wasn't quite as batshit as she was expecting. Like, there were definitely moments that took her through a loop, and some bits did freak her out. But she thought it'd be like that the entire time. She didn't think it'd go, like, up and down. So I think she had unrealistic expectations just by the reputation of the series. And just what she's heard about it. But from what she watched, she gave it a 7 out of 10 in the end, I think it was. I think it's valid, considering she went in knowing nothing about it and she knew nothing about the backstory. I think pretty solid response. I try to get her into an episode that she would enjoy, with actors she would recognize. What was the name of the YouTuber I saw the video of? Hang on. This is the one, okay. You? No, valid. I absolutely I get it. It's the time of year where everyone wants to get the content out. In fact, I spent all day editing a video. I probably won't have that out till much later, but I'm doing a video though. I'm going to do 2024 in review. So I'm going to do a, I'm going to give my top 3 movies, video games, anime, TV shows. And just like do that. In fact, I'll show you something. I'll show you my thumbnails for it. I think it's quite clever what I'm doing. Let me go ahead and load them up. 1 second. I've decided to go for the IGN review type format for it. I've made basically YouTube now lets you do something where when you upload a video, you can put on 3 different thumbnails and it'll test which one works best. And I thought I'll use this to my advantage, right? So I'm gonna make 3 different thumbnails in the same style. And where is it? Yeah, so let's play. Watch this. There we go. Oops. Watch this. Watch this. There we go. So this is my first thumbnail, right? I went with the IGN review style with the bread and the numbering and the little points next to it. Just because I think it will be fitting, because I'm doing a review video for the whole year, right? So I thought I'd do that. I thought, hey, I can make 3 variations. So I made one where I said 2024 is a 10 out of 10. I made one where I said 2024 is a 5 out of 10. I made one where I said it's 2 out of 10. So I thought I'll use all 3 thumbnails and, you know, do a thumbnail test to see which one ends up making it the most, you know, the best thumbnail out there. I imagine the other 2 might do better. Like, this is what I sort of wanted to do, because it's a positive video. I want to talk about good things, right? I like talking about things I enjoy. But I know sometimes negativity is what gets you the clicks. So these thumbnails might end up performing better. But I'm going to do a test and see how it works out. But this is the format I went with for my thumbnail when I do like a year in review or something. But it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out. In fact, you know what? Should I make a start on the Wordle? I'll make a start on the Wordle. Let's do that now that I'm on here anyway. Get rid of this. What am I going to start with? Start with about. Got an O in there. Yours. On S. Okay. No, school's not going to fit. Okay. Scoot. There's no T. Scoop. Oh. Let's see. Oh. We got 3 out of them so far. 3 out of 5. Is it scone? It's not scone. Oh damn, if you failed it might be a tricky one then. Is it scowl? Ooh, there we go. Got it right at the end. Okay. 5 out of 6 again. Damn, I need to start doing better than that. I was so scared I was going to mess that one up. Right, GeoGuessr. Get myself warmed up for this. Oh man, it's taking a while. Oh, hang on, it's Steam downloading something. It is. Let me pause that. was wondering, why is that taking so long? My timer's going, but it's not loaded up the map yet. I'm doing it with less time now because Steam was updating some of my games in the background. Fuck it. 1 minute 30 seconds. We can do this. What languages have we got? Scowl is when you make an angry face and your when you eyebrows go angry. It's called a scowl. So when someone's angry in their eyebrows and their brow furrows, that's called a scowl. It's referencing that specific part of their face when they're angry. Okay, I think we've got French. No, not French, sorry, Spanish. This might be Mexico. I think it might be Mexico. Let's see where in Mexico it'd be. Oh, hang on. It might be South America. I'm gonna say Peru. Maybe not in the ocean. Maybe somewhere around here. I almost went off in the wrong... Okay, do you know what? I didn't realize Cusco was right. I should have known that. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good, thanks. How are you doing, dude? Congrats on being first in chat today. Okay, this is difficult. I think it might be Greece. But I'm pretty sure... Okay, now I'm wrong about that. I think I am wrong about that. I think it might be somewhere in the Middle East, actually. Oh, hang on. Can I read the back of this bus, or the side of this bus? I think it might be in the Spanish country. I had a quick clean. In fact, you know what? I probably need to do a quick clean at some point. Like my place is mostly clean, but I probably need to like clean the the parts of the part like on top of shelves and stuff that don't get cleaned very often. I think those parts need to be cleaned. Helping. Is this going to be Mexico, I think? I think it might be South America again. It's annoying when there's stuff on the shelves, it's like on the bookshelf or whatever, you gotta move everything off. Makes it feel like double the work. You know what, this time I am gonna go with Mexico. Do I know where in Mexico? What to tell? Do you know what, it might not be in the city. It might be outside. Do you know what, we'll do it here. Ecuador, okay. This is twice it's given me South America for some reason. I thought it'd give me a different continent each time. Okay, this one definitely isn't South America. Might be Asia from the looks of it. Could be Asia, it could be Africa. Although I'm in a dead end, so I can't tell. I hate when it throws me in places like this with no signs or anything. Okay, what can I make out of this? I think it might be India. Could be. I need to find more writing. Might be there, but I want to properly look. It does seem to have a tendency for throwing me into these countries very often and frequently. Well, here we go. What language is this? Is that... I think it is India. Oh shucks, it's handwritten. Someone got sniped. You guys say good bot, Sari bot responds to that every time it bans someone. Puerto Rico. You think Puerto Rico? Why Puerto Rico? You don't know. Okay. I'm going with India. Damn it, it was all over here. It was, oh, Indonesia. Nah. It was hard for me to tell. It doesn't show me the leaderboard anymore at the end. It used to show me at the end how well I did. But it doesn't do that anymore, so... Okay, alright, we got some videos queued up. First one is about United Healthcare, our favorite healthcare company.
Let's talk updates around Luigi Mangione, right? The suspect accused of killing United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
I think he's innocent. I don't think he did it.
Too soon for a documentary. And well, as it turns out, in the least shocking news ever, there's one.
They should just let him go.
In the works. With this one coming from anonymous content and Jigsaw Productions, and it will follow the shooting as well as the response and general outrage against the healthcare system. And while reports haven't said what the timeline for the production and release would be, we're gonna have to see how this plays out alongside Luigi's case. Which, regarding that case, we got some major updates over the weekend, with among other things, reports saying that Luigi has retained a high-profile attorney to represent him in New York, where he's facing a murder charge. With that lawyer notably being Karen Friedman Agnifilo, who worked as the chief assistant district attorney in Manhattan for 7 years, but now has a private practice. And well, as of right now, she hasn't given any statements about the case. You had one source telling CNN that she has, quote, as much experience as any human being, especially in the state court. And this is Thomas Dickey is still representing Luigi in Pennsylvania and has continued to indicate Luigi will not plead guilty to the counts that he's facing there, as well as the murder charge in New York. Of course, things could change.
So one thing I know about, don't ask how I know this, but I know if you've ever been like accused of a crime or whatever and you're taken to court about it, most lawyers will tell you that you should always plead not guilty, right? Because burden of proof is going to be on the prosecution, but also it means when you do get found guilty, let's say you did commit a crime and you are guilty of it, if you plead not guilty, they can only charge you for the things that they can prove, which means more often than not, the sentence you get will be a lot less than the sentence you'd get if you just pled guilty to everything. Because if you plead guilty, it's just open and shut. Whereas if you plead not guilty and force them to have to prove certain things to try and convict you, you'll only end up getting a percentage of the sentence that you would have gotten if you just pleaded guilty. So even if you are guilty, you should always plead not guilty.
He also previously said that Luigi
Don't ask how I know this.
To New York, but that might be
I signed an NDA.
Manhattan DA saying that he's seen indications that Luigi might waive his right to fight it, but we're not going to know for sure until tomorrow. We've also now gotten some more insight into how Luigi may have been identified, with the FBI now saying that investigators actually received a tip from San Francisco police identifying him as a potential suspect. Also, his family had previously reported Luigi missing in San Francisco, and reports say that after getting this tip, the NYPD reached out to his mother, and she said that the images shared on the potential suspect could be her son. Though currently, we don't know when that tip came in or how crucial it was in his eventual arrest. But all of this is arguably the biggest update related to this story actually has nothing to do with Luigi or his case. Instead, it has to do with a major report about United Healthcare. Right, and that because ProPublica published an investigation alleging that the company is strategically restricting and denying care for kids with autism, with the outlet reporting they obtained the company's playbook.
So one of the controversial things about United Healthcare is that they're using an AI that has a 90% failure rate when it comes to correctly denying claims. And they know it has a really high failure rate, right? And they do it on purpose because if it was a human being that made that wrongful claim denial, they'd be held liable for it. Because it's an AI doing it, they can just say, oh, it's just a problem with the system. We didn't do this on purpose, right? We would never have done such a thing. But obviously they can blame the machine, but then they have no intentions of fixing it at all. They just left it as it is because they want to deny claims. It means they can keep more of the money. But that's one of the reasons why AI is becoming a popular thing, because it's easy to blame the AI for errors that you want to have happen.
Book on this, which is developed by the subsidiary Optum, which manages mental health benefits at United. With specifically the article saying in internal reports, the company acknowledges that the therapy called applied behavior analysis is the evidence-based gold standard treatment for those with medically necessary needs. But then adding that the company's costs have climbed as the number of children diagnosed with autism has ballooned. And so Optum is pursuing market-specific action plans to limit children's access to the treatment. Within the documents reportedly showing that Optum is aware that there are very long wait lists for this therapy, but they still aim to prevent new providers providers from joining the network and getting rid of existing ones, which means that impacted families would have to try to find a new provider, which is incredibly hard, or pay tens of thousands of dollars for this therapy. And according to ProPublica, the company is also questioning.
Unfortunately, they have a monopoly on healthcare as well, so it's very hard to go to any other provider.
These strategies would specifically impact kids covered through state contracted Medicaid plans, which United runs in about 24 states, impacting 10,000 children with autism spectrum disorder. But then is also seeing ProPublica speaking to a number of people outraged by all this, with some of them even questioning the legality of it, as there are federal laws requiring insurers to provide.
Dude, it's not them being stupid, it's the fact that they know they can scam money out of people for it. Because it's profitable to do shit like this, to deny healthcare, because it means they can keep more money. So it's not them doing it because they don't know about it. They know what they're doing is wrong. They're doing it because it makes money. Straight up.
Access to mental and physical care.
They're willing to fucking kill people for money in that country.
Yes, this therapy can be expensive, but solving the problem by denying kids access to medically necessary care is a terrible solution. And this is Karen Fessel, the founder of the Mental Health and Autism Insurance Project, also said that this strategy is unconscionable and immoral, and adding, they're denying access to treatment and shrinking a network at a time when they clearly know.
Like, imagine being diabetic in any other country, right? You can just get like insulin, because you need insulin to live, right? If you're diabetic, you need it to live. And in pretty much every other country out there, it's just paid for by the government, right? It's provided for free. You don't have to pay out of pocket for it. But in America, it's like $800 per dose of insulin. So let's say you're diabetic and you need insulin like twice a week, right? That's like $800 per week. 2 weeks, that's $1,600. That's $3,200 a month you'll be spending on just insulin to stay alive for that 1 month, which is more than what some people earn. Which is fucked up.
Know that there is an urgent need. We also saw ProPublica speaking to a mother whose son has autism and is impacted by this. With his learning,
you shouldn't have to.
When he was diagnosed, and prior to that, she wondered if.
But Americans are selfish like that. They legitimately, right, 100%, are so fucking selfish, and it's ingrained in them deeply. This selfishness is ingrained in America so much, right? They would rather spend all of their money to a health insurance company for healthcare they don't even need, right? Let's just say you're a fully able-bodied American person with health insurance, right? You pay your health insurance every single month, even on months when you don't need it. So let's just say you paid it for 1 month and you didn't use any healthcare that month. You were in perfect, like, fit for work, like you were in perfect health for that whole month. Sorry, let's start that again. Let's say you're an American who has health insurance and you paid your monthly health insurance fee, right, for a month where you didn't need any healthcare at all. Your health was absolutely fine. That money just goes to a health insurance company. They just keep it. Whereas if it was public healthcare, like free healthcare or nationalized healthcare, when you pay money into the system, if you don't use that healthcare, someone else who needs it can end up using it. But Americans are so fucking selfish, right? They think that's a horrible thing to do. They are so against the idea of their money being used to help someone else. They would rather see it go into the back pocket of $1 trillion company where nobody else gets to use it. And somehow they think that is better than putting money into a system where someone else might end up benefiting from their money. I mean, the same thing happens. The only difference is the person benefiting is a fucking CEO that's going to deny you your healthcare when you do need it. And it's fucked up that they think this way.
Him out in public because he would just frequently scream out of frustration. But then,
like, the NHS is fucked up as it is. It's falling apart, underfunded and whatnot, but it's better than what they have. So much better.
The grocery store. But then also saying in periods where he had less hours of therapy, his progress regressed dramatically. And so
like the Conservative Party tried to destroy the NHS, and even then, it's in its current state now, still better than what America had.
Arguing instead her son hadn't shown enough progress after being in therapy for so long. But this then also notably, as experts say, that denying full hours for that reason, it makes no sense. Or with them explaining that it's not like autism is an injury that fully recovers with enough time, and this therapy can be medically necessary for a long time just to maintain skills or prevent regression. Also, with this reporting,
it's not legitimately the government are underfunding them and selling bits off to try and privatize as much of it as they can.
Does not seem like an attempt to pile on or incite. Reportedly, they reached out to the company a month ago for the comment, and as of 11.
But even with the government fucking with them that much, the NHS is still fucking amazing.
reason why. Though obviously, with that, I will say this reporting is coming as people have been
Like,
calling.
I'm still thankful that it's managed to stay together and carry on the way it has,
We saw the CEO of United
and that we still have it.
parent company of United Healthcare, trying to address this on Friday by writing an op-ed in the New York Times titled, "The Healthcare System is Flawed, Let's Fix It." That op-ed specifically focusing on Brian Thompson at some point, saying that he was always focused on...
They really need to do more for it. Like, do you remember when the COVID pandemic hit? And instead of paying nurses more, they started clapping for them.
passionate and more human, saying the company
It's
is aware
fucked up. They genuinely do deserve better funding.
with anyone to find ways to deliver high quality care and lower costs. So I will say that op-ed did not land well, with the Times actually having to turn off comments after people lashed out, or with many just not buying that this company wants to actually help anyone and pointing to their own horror stories. And so just generally speaking, this outrage that we've seen at the industry over the last 2 weeks or so, it doesn't appear to be going anywhere, at least for the time being. And as far as what it will evolve or devolve into, that remains to be seen at this point. Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed
I
this.
genuinely think it's the silliest thing we did as a country. I think we should have just given the nurses more money.
Turn your passion into profit over at squarespace.com/filler. Use the QR.
I think we should have just paid them more. It's what they want. It's what they needed, right? They can't pay the taxes for clapping.
Phrases from the accused killer of the United Healthcare CEO when making threats against her own insurance company.
Yeah, the mother of 3 could now face 15 years in prison.
It's just me, right? America is supposed to be the land of the free, where you can have free speech and whatnot. But apparently, this mother of 3 is going to be sent to prison potentially for 15 years, all because she said some words that upset a healthcare CEO and made him feel threatened. She said, "Deny, defend, depose. You guys are next."
Police definitely sending a message.
And that was it. After that, police came in. Fuck free speech, fuck the First Amendment. You are now under arrest and going 15 years in prison, despite the fact that she doesn't even have a gun.
In court today, the woman accused in this case appeared surprised and emotional about the illegal trouble she finds herself in.
Given the nature of the threats, we would also be...
It's not even a threat. She didn't threaten anyone.
to protect the community.
Her healthcare got denied, and she said, "Deny, defund, depose."
She would be held in jail.
No, she's white, surprisingly enough.
The Polk County judge adding the bond was appropriate given the, quote, status of our country.
$100,000 bond, okay.
2 years old, so we're not dealing with a child here. She should certainly know better.
Lakeland Police Chief Sam Taylor says his department was contacted.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been arrested. She would have been shot on sight if she was.
In a recorded phone call about a denied insurance claim, Boston told a Blue Cross Blue Shield employee, quote, "Delay, deny, depose. You people are next," end quote. The language matches the words.
This is the same company, by the way, that wanted to stop paying for anesthetic during surgeries. If you had Blue Cross health insurance and you needed life-changing surgery, they wouldn't pay for your anesthetic.
If you do something like this, it is not a joke.
I mean, they changed their mind now because of the assassination.
Police, she did not own firearms and was not a danger to anyone. But she added, healthcare companies played games and deserved karma because they are evil.
She has 3 kids, right? And she's going to prison for 15 years for this.
Similar to the accused shooter in Manhattan, Boston is getting support online from people who
Genuinely wild, right?
Her opinion and should be protected by the First Amendment, but police do not see it that way. She's facing a second-degree felony of written threat to kill or injure, conduct a mass shooting.
Apparently, the right to free speech is just a myth at this point.
In prison for 15 years. Reporting live in Lakeland.
She should have the right to say that to a healthcare company.
Delay, deny, depose. Those 3 words have landed this Florida mom in jail. I'll tell you about Brianna Boston's case and why she's in so much trouble. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Typically, I wouldn't be telling you about a woman getting into it with her insurance company on a phone call over a claim. But what happened in New York on December 4th changed everything. That was when United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson was shot from behind, executed as he walked to an investor.
Oh, yeah.
Police launched a search for the killer, and 5 days later, a week ago, they arrested and charged 26-year-old Luigi Mangione with shooting and killing Brian Thompson. Police said shell casings found at the scene where Thompson was murdered were marked with the words, deny, defend, and depose. Those words are important. They're used by critics of the health insurance industry to discuss practices used by health insurance companies when denying claims for care. Police say they found a document in Mangione's backpack in which he took credit for shooting Thompson, writing, "Frankly, these parasites had it coming."
Absolutely.
What does any of this have to do with a woman named Brianna Boston in Florida? Well, on December 10th, the FBI called the Lakeland Police Department and said Boston had called
The fucking FBI got involved in this, right? If someone threatened you or me or whatever, they wouldn't escalate to the FBI, whereas this was a complaint about a health insurance claim being denied, and immediately the feds are involved.
Blue Shield about a claim that she was denied. A probable cause affidavit says near the end of the call that Boston stated in sum and substance, delay, deny, depose. You people are next. This phrase references an exact phrase used during recent current events regarding the United Healthcare Insurance Company CEO who was shot and killed in Manhattan, New York. Shell casings were recovered at the scene and had the words delay, deny, and depose written on the shell casings. This information was released to the media and became a nationally recognized phrase directed against insurance companies.
They started calling her a copycat killer. She doesn't even have a gun.
At the scene, but you can see why police were concerned, even if one of the words was different, delay versus defend. So the cops went to talk to Brianna Boston, and she acknowledged that she said it and apologized. The affidavit continued. Boston stated she used those words because it's what's in the news.
See, fuck the police that arrested her over this as well. They could have said, "What? This woman's not a threat. Let her go."
Events regarding the United Healthcare homicide. Boston stated she did not own any firearms and she was not a danger to anyone. Boston further stated that healthcare companies played games and deserved karma from the world because they are evil.
They are, straight up.
Did not help Brianna Boston. She was charged with making threats to conduct a mass shooting or an act of terrorism.
How? She doesn't even own any weapons.
And so are these insurance companies. I spoke with Brian Thompson's.
This is how fucked up it is.
Philip Klein about the concern.
They know she's not a threat, but they did it anyway.
And you've seen an uptick since his murder in CEOs, companies wanting protection for their. We were just talking about this for their CEOs.
Yeah, I will tell you, we're 100%. We're not taking any new clients.
Like, she's a single mother of 3 kids. What's going to happen to her kids now that she's been arrested?
Yesterday. Yeah, we are seeing a huge uptick, but what's not helping is twofold again. The first fold is these whack jobs out there that are celebrating his death and targeting other.
He means me. I'm a whack job. Oh, yeah.
That's out there. That's way far out there. You know, they forget he had a wife. They forget he had 2 kids. They forget that he had colleagues all around him.
Fuck them too.
That are mourning right now. They're upset and they're angry.
Those are all people who profited from other people dying by having their healthcare, denied. Fuck them all.
Which really concerned a lot of us out here that protect political officials. You know, we kind of scratch.
Fuck political officials too. I hate them.
Family would feel if it was earned. And so, you know, I think
they're trying to make the argument that what if it was your family? If I had a family member that's profiting off the deaths of other people like this, like denying healthcare and killing people indirectly when they need the healthcare they're paying for, and I find you had a family member who was doing that shit, I'd put them down myself at that point.
Political discourse in the United States.
I don't want anything to do with them.
Is at a fevered pitch. We rate everything on a 1 to 5.
I'd be ashamed to even know the person.
Consult business, and we're at a 4 around the United States right now. I think it's a matter of time before a cappy.
It's like saying, what if Hitler was a member of your family? Motherfucker, you want to be a member of my family for long?
Executive, whether it be television, whether it be healthcare.
I don't think familial relationships or friendly relationships should really infuse morality.
We can go down the list. I mean, just go down the list that everybody's affected by. I think a lot of some of the doors have been opened now, and once you go through that door, it's hard to walk back through it.
Brianna Boston faces a serious felony charge. I looked her up on truthfinder.com to see what might come up. Truthfinder is one of the largest public records
this seems like an ad
out there. Brianna Boston's name appears in the search results, but that new criminal charge she faces related to the allegation that she threatened a health insurance company.
It's straight up a doxing app. Holy shit.
Pretty new. There are no other criminal records posted for her either. TruthFinder is great because it will show you current and past addresses, phone numbers, relatives, and social media accounts.
This would be so good if you want to steal someone's identity.
One thing that I love about TruthFinder is it will show you sex offenders who live near you. So if you want to try it, I've got a great deal for you. You can get 50% off. Just log on to www.truthfinder.com/.
Okay, so the registries are free to access as well. You shouldn't have to pay to access that kind of information. I'm fairly certain they have it public and free.
And she cried in court as the judge set her bail at $100,000. Jail records show she was released and is currently on GPS.
This was her first offense as well, so why is it 100K? She should have just been given a warning and that's it. I think it's absolute BS that they're being this hard on her. I think it's because it's a $1 trillion company behind it.
Connor Worlds sent President Obama of the United States of America, and therefore the world would like to show support for Breonna Boston.
Oh yeah, Obama.
In the legal battle. As a former lecturer of constitutional law at the University of Chicago Law School, I can say with confidence that this woman has done nothing illegal. Peace out, legal eagle suckers.
See, Obama gets it. If he was still president, he would have pardoned her, I think. He would pardon her, and then he'd drone strike Blue Cross Blue Shield.
Based in Tampa, he is not representing Breonna Boston, but he has been following the case closely. So, Anthony, thanks for coming on. Your first thoughts on the arrest of Breonna Boston for making these alleged threats to the insurance company representative?
Well, thank you for having me. And looking at what she is charged with and what she is alleged to have done, my first thoughts are really this is an overcharge. I really feel
100%.
To the case and looking at what she
The charge is way too harsh a penalty for what she did.
Ultimately, this doesn't substantiate a criminal charge for making a threat to commit mass shooting, or an act of terrorism. At the end of the day, what she said was stupid. What she said was something that she probably shouldn't have said. But in reality, people can say stupid things. People can engage.
What a lot of people should start doing, just as a sign of protest, is everyone should just phone in to Blue Cross Blue Shield and just say deny, defend, depose, and tell them that they are next. If everyone started flooding their phone lines by doing that, it would definitely get the message across straight away.
Hyperbole. People can say
because they can't arrest everyone.
The fear of being prosecuted.
If everyone started calling them up and saying that to them,
I feel that what she did met the
like, are they going to do the exact same thing to the entire fucking country?
And that's a real actionable threat to do violence that can be perceived by the listener as an actual.
I mean, I'd do it straight up if I could phone America right now.
Injury to another person.
So she did say when the cops went to talk to her, look, I don't have any firearms. I don't, I'm not looking to hurt anybody. However, I mean, she did use language very similar to what was on the shell casings in the New York case.
Good on her.
Brian Thompson's murder. And
also, it annoys me, her square is misaligned by like 1 pixel on the right.
Have firearms. She may not be somebody who is contemplating.
It's very poorly coordinated, very unprofessional.
And maybe that's where you're talking about the statute specifically. But she did say, well, there is karma here, karma involved. She took it a step further in some of her comments, talking about how, there is karma with the insurance industry, et cetera. So, I mean, she did herself zero favors.
I think it's because it's a $1 trillion company that's prosecuting, they can get away with it because they have the money to do so.
Yeah, she did herself.
Which is fucked up, right?
And that's why they tell you don't say anything when you're talking.
This is why we should be against billionaires, because no one should have the power to do that to another human being purely because they can afford to.
I'm not going to do anything. I don't have guns. I didn't intend for this to be taken in a manner. Really doesn't matter when you're looking.
Okay, just goes to show you the rules rich people play by versus the rules we play by are completely different. And there's nothing stopping billionaires from completely abusing the system like this, just to make an example out of someone.
To be a threat to commit an act of unlawful violence. So I see why ultimately the state made the decision to pull the trigger, but at the end of the day, I don't believe the circumstance will be ultimately convicted. Because when we talk about this case, we know she's talking to some person who most likely she doesn't know. She's never met. She's never seen that person.
In fact, fuck the person that reported her to a manager or whatever. Like, if I was working at a healthcare insurance or call center, like customer facing, like phone role or whatever, I'd have been right, cool, next customer. I wouldn't have bothered escalating it to this point.
Next is an actual threat of violence. And we talk about those three words.
If someone threatened to murder my billionaire CEO boss, I would have fucking popped some champagne.
At least no one consciously should think that that's a good idea. Vigilante justice in this country, for whatever reason, is criminal. And this person, if there is evidence against Luigi Mangione, which appears there is, he's going to be prosecuted to the fullest. But those words, delay, deny, depose, those are words that have really been used to describe the healthcare industry as a whole and what they do. The people are upset with the healthcare industry. They delay the claim, they deny the claim, and then they do whatever they can to get rid of that claim, dispose of the claim. So her statement's taken in a vacuum. I think, she can say what she says, but at the end of the day, the question is what she said criminal? Here, she doesn't threaten to actually shoot anybody.
She didn't. Yeah, exactly. She didn't even make any threat at all.
I'm going to kill you. She says you people are next, and karma. Karma.
Yeah, legitimately. He implied someone else was going to do it. She didn't say she was going to do it directly.
This wasn't a threat. This was me saying something I shouldn't have said. She admits that she shouldn't have said it. It was hyperbole.
No, I think she should have said it. She's not wrong for it.
It can't be criminalized.
And it's not a joke. I think she's right. They should be next.
Possibility that violence is going to follow. And in this case, she's going to argue that there was no possibility. I just said something that I shouldn't have said.
Well, it wasn't a joke. I mean, she wasn't joking, but she
I mean, haha, it was a very good joke. Clearly it was.
She probably needs to hire you to handle this case. I mean, we talked before because you do make a compelling argument, but she wasn't joking. I mean, she was mad, and we haven't heard the recording yet. Before we started talking,
I don't blame her. She just had her fucking healthcare denied.
And that's where we stand at this point. It will now get kicked over to the state attorney's office for them to review this, to see whether they're going to take it to the grand jury, whether they're going to carry through with this, this mass shooting / terrorism.
She is, straight up. She's trying to argue in favor of the fucking healthcare company and trying to make her seem like a bad person. No, she just isn't.
In some respect, or what do you do?
So
if I had my healthcare denied for medication I needed or a health procedure I needed, I'd have said a lot worse.
The most important thing.
I'd have been a lot more explicit.
Talk to him about the facts of the case and how the facts relate to the law. And in 2023, there was a Supreme Court case that came out that really discussed what has to be proven.
I think I haven't got it queued up. Hang on, maybe I should get that queued up.
Because threats are allowed constitutionally under the free speech statute, but to be
I think it was Hassan that posted a video about it.
You have to show a requisite mental intent of recklessness, meaning that
there we go. It's this one.
Earlier today, at least 2 people were killed and multiple others were injured after a shooting in a school in Madison, Wisconsin. This is a private Christian school. The suspected shooter is also dead, according to Madison Police Chief.
Yeah, I'd rather they shoot CEOs.
The shooter is speculated to be 17 years old and a female. This is what was confirmed by CNN. It's
a political shooter. She's a female.
2024, surpassing 2023 for the most school shootings in a single year since CNN began tracking such shootings in 2008. Victims were a teacher and a student that were killed. 6 other people were injured, including 2 students who are in critical condition. The suspected shooter was found dead in the building when police arrived, according to Barnes. The juvenile was a student at the school, he said, adding that the police department did not fire their weapons. Police declined to provide any other identifying details about the suspected shooter, but one law enforcement source told CNN that the person was a female. Police are working to determine a motive, and a suspect's family is cooperating, according to Barnes. The gun used was a 9mm pistol, according to law enforcement source. Joe Biden has been briefed, and a candlelight vigil is set for Tuesday evening in Madison. Joe Biden has also pledged federal support for victims and families affected by the school shooting in Madison. Now, while there are agencies providing resources, the underlying problem still very much persists. The underlying problem still very much exists. And that is ready availability, mass consumption of an unrestricted amount.
I mean, they're still not going to do anything about it, let's be honest.
This is precisely the reason why the lack of gun safety measures, the lack of gun regulation in this country has caused this massive problem. And that's the reason why, despite the fact that other OECD nations have comparable levels of mental health complications within their own respective publics. America seemingly is the only country where this kind of gun violence occurs. Obviously, mass shootings or school shootings are simply the tip of the
Look how much of a lead they've got there. Holy cow.
Microcosm of a much larger problem. Approximately half the gun violence that occurs in the United States of America actually happen with people shooting themselves in the head.
We teach kids like active shooter drills, so what to do if there's an active shooter in school, which is probably the only subject in school that American kids are better at than any other kid in the world, right?
You will use the gun in self-defense, but instead...
Like the one subject I think that'll definitely do better than everyone else is if there's like a exam on how to avoid an active shooter in the classroom.
For others with the gun. I live close to the school and already hearing from parents is because of anti-Christian propaganda. Do you think the right will run, considering it's rare? I mean, any argument in the immediate aftermath of yet another school shooting that hyper focuses on the background of the shooter, the mentality of the shooter, mental health, or potentially like the ideological reasons as to why they did this, which they will do.
That sounds like almost a joke. I'm pretty sure it's probably been like legitimately brought up several times for a lot of people, like specifically conservatives. I'm pretty sure would bring that sort of thing up. I know Sacha Baron Cohen did a sketch about it with some American politicians in This Is America, where he talked about arming children, and they all agreed it would be a good idea to teach kids how to shoot guns.
For what I believe is correct, and in this circumstance, it's actually what I believe is correct is has been implemented in so many other countries. Leftist Alex Jones be like harassing politicians that are responsible for so much violence in American society instead of the parents of dead children in the aftermath of a school shooting.
1 week before Christmas, a young student has been killed, a teacher has been killed. How will Madison, Wisconsin even begin to deal with this horrific day? An area leader will join us next.
Dude, this is wild stuff. I swear. It's always like it's just so commonplace. It's just so commonplace at this point where it's like we have streamlined the coverage. We've streamlined the coverage immediately. First of all, never let a good crisis go to waste. Okay, that's number one. What do I mean by this? Now we have like additional industries tasked with, designed with the purpose of...
Legitimately, they should definitely have structured control against it.
Where we now have like gun violence, school shooting, gun violence related...
I reckon, right.
You know what I mean?
If like one or two more CEOs get shot and killed, they will legitimately think about gun control.
It's kind of crazy. Like the one
I straight up think that if another CEO gets shot and killed, they'll start thinking about gun regulations. Doesn't matter how many school kids get shot and killed, but a couple of CEOs and suddenly they'll start considering it.
And that doesn't mean that we're actually eliminating the problem. It's never about eliminating the problem. It's about trying to triage and I guess like stop the bleeding by, you know, making more money. Yeah, one man's tragedy is another man's opportunity.
I mean, the Blue Cross Blue Shield guy already volunteered himself up, right?
The restricted argument you're making can be made for any rule, any rule, any restriction, any regulation. You understand that, right? You don't have a right to own a gun. That is ridiculous. The assertion that you have some God-given right to own a weapon is already a faulty premise to start at. What you're quite literally, like, you sound like an NRA lobbyist, card-carrying leftist in the chat, talking like the dumbest sovereign citizen you ever encountered. It's so funny to be like, whoa, what the fuck? Like, why are my rights being infringed on? Because this addresses a symptom and not the root cause of the problem. First of all, it is the root cause of the problem. Anyone that tells you that guns are not the root cause of gun violence as a problem is wrong. Secondly, every rule and restriction technically infringes on your liberties to do something stupid. Here are...
I mean, Americans love their rights so much that they want the right to do something stupid.
Here is viewed by some as downright undemocratic.
It's kind of getting common when a fella can't put in a hard day's work, put in 11, 12 hours a day, and then get in your truck and at least drink 1 or 2 beers.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. You have to wear a seatbelt when you're driving.
Oh, you gotta wear a seatbelt. You can't drink alcohol when you're driving.
It's so crazy.
And that's wild.
Nutty. I don't know. As a Wisconsinite, I still agree with them in that video. No, I know. Yeah, what about my rights to drink and drive as a woman? Gun violence statistic map.
Legitimately, kid was right there.
Incredibly shocking. States where there are less...
Oh man, that kid ain't gonna survive. 100% is not gonna make it to even being a teenager. It's either gonna be shot in a school or in a drunk driving accident.
And even then,
no wonder the life expectancy in America is dropping.
guns with ease. You know,
nosediving right now.
I've seen this map. I've shown this map many times over. DC is the one exception to the rule. Outside of that, virtually every single state, Mississippi, Louisiana, New Mexico, Alabama, Missouri, Montana, Alaska, Arkansas, South Carolina, Tennessee, Wyoming. I've skipped DC. Wyoming, Arizona, Oklahoma, Georgia, Nevada, Kentucky, Indiana, Colorado, Idaho, Kansas, North Carolina, North Dakota, West Virginia, South Dakota, Ohio, Texas, Michigan, Virginia. Poverty also has to do with it. Certainly. Do we know how socioeconomic status may confound these statistics? Yes, poverty plays a major role in this. Of course it does. It plays a major role in everything.
He did. He said Nevada as Nevada.
Used to say, why should I get vaccinated? That's just for obese people that could die from COVID. In a country where there is a 60% obesity metric. That
Why is DC different? I missed out why he said DC was different. Let me go back.
The one exception to the rule. Outside of that, virtually every single state in this map, I've shown this map many times over.
I don't think he said why.
To the rule. Outside of that, virtually every single state, Mississippi, Louisiana, New Mexico, Alabama, Missouri, Montana, Alaska, Arkansas, South Carolina, Tennessee, Wyoming. I've skipped DC. Wyoming, Arizona, Oklahoma, Georgia, Nevada, Kentucky.
Yeah, he said Nevada so weirdly.
North Carolina, North Dakota.
Ah, okay, that's why.
Ohio, Texas, Michigan, Virginia. Poverty also has to do with it. Certainly. Do we know how socioeconomic status may confound these statistics? Yes. Poverty plays a major role in this. Of course it does. It plays a major role in everything. But it's kind of like this. Americans used to say, why should I get...
Did you say Arkansas? Yeah, to be fair, Arkansas is written like that, so I think it's bullshit that it's pronounced Arkansas. I think it should be Arkansas.
That means most Americans are obese. They need to get vaccinated. You can't fantasize about a country that we are not. You have to write rules and restrictions and regulations about a country that we are. I've noticed so many people trying to redistribute the blame. It's guns, people. Guns are the common denominator. I know. And there are so many studies that point to this. It's one of those things that frequently loops back.
I believe so.
The same problem that I constantly yell about. It is a lack of interest in identifying, critically thinking about anything.
I'm sure there are a few famous people from there actually. I just can't remember off the top of my head.
Isolating it and trying to tackle the problem head on. And when you don't actually do that, you just...
Right, I'm gonna let the ad play. I'll be back in just a minute. Be right back.
Increase security. Be careful, he's still in this area. Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security. Be careful, he's still in this area. Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear.
Alright, I return. I'm going to carry on watching the rest of this.
Bunch of different conspiratorial things.
We'll move on to my next topic. I'm not done talking shit about Americans for constantly shooting each other up.
Great. Everybody has a gun. Abundant Life Christian school officials asked for prayers on Facebook after the shooting. It's like saying Christianity caused this problem because it was a private Christian school. You know what I mean? I would never make that argument. The only confirmation that has come so far is that the Madison school shooter was a female law enforcement official says. The suspect, who was a teenage student at the school, is also dead. No names have been released so far. I repeat what I said when the Nashville school shooting happened. It literally doesn't matter. While the overwhelming majority of shooters are white men, for the most part, it still does not change the dynamic. It's America. Inevitably, people from every kind of background will probably engage in a mass shooting. And the reason for that is
I wonder how they're going to report on this one, actually.
an incredibly violent culture, has an incredibly violent culture, but more importantly...
It's not often you get a female school shooter.
But
They're a minority in that, too.
But not least, perhaps the most significant, has a ton of weapons readily available. It's happened before, too. Female mass shooters are very rare, but it has happened in the past. Why don't we address the mental health...
Same with serial killers. There's only been a few female serial killers.
Great question, Chatter.
Irene Warnos.
Why should my rights be restricted when it only addresses a symptom, not the problem? Great question from the chatter, the NRA lobbyist in the chat that is advocating for less gun control or no gun control, while simultaneously saying, well, why don't we just advocate? Why don't we fix all the other problems? I don't disagree with you. I think we should fix all those other problems as well, which is why I advocate for those other problems every day of the week.
Dude, did you hear about the security guard who stopped a mass shooting?
There would still be a...
It happened quite a few years ago now, but it's one I always remember. But there was a black security officer, right? And he saw a mass shooter about to kill people, and he stopped the shooter and restrained him, and then called the police. And then the police arrived, and they killed him. They killed the guy that stopped the mass shooter, because they saw a big black dude holding down a little white dude. And they opened fire immediately. And that's one story I'm just never going to forget, because it's so fucking typically American, right?
Ton of gun violence.
Like, this guy legitimately saved
you want to know why?
loads of people from being shot and killed in public.
You want to know why? Because there's a...
And they killed him for it.
It's that simple. It's so funny when people go, oh, dude, why don't we address the underlying...
Let me see if I can find the story. Hang on. Black security officer stopped shooter and... You know, let me try that. If I go to news. Yeah, I think it's this person here. Jamal Robertson. Yeah, there's a Wikipedia article about him. Robertson, an African American, was working for the bar as a security guard when 4 people were shot by a gunman. After Robertson subdued and pinned... So 4 people did get shot, but he subdued and pinned the shooter to the ground. He was shot by the police officer arriving at the scene. So yeah, there was a mass shooter. The shooter did kill 4 people. I thought he did it before anyone got killed, but no, there were 4 people that were killed by the gunman. This guy, the security officer, stopped the shooter, pinned him to the ground, and then when the police showed up, they killed the guy who stopped the shooter. Yeah, it's Jamal Robertson. When it was 2018, so quite a few years ago now. Like 6 years ago. Did you really think the police officers, when they kill innocent people like this, they should just be shot and killed on the spot, right? Because they get zero consequence for this. Most likely they'll just get like a fucking day off or something. Well, let me find out what happened to Ian Covey. Did he ever get arrested for this? Okay, he was like, I'm not paying to read this, fuck that. Whatever happened to this guy? Apparently nothing. I don't think he even went to prison for it. Oh, nothing. No charges against police officer who killed security guard Jamal Robertson. Yep, nothing happened. Nothing happened. He killed the guy that stopped a mass shooter. And then he got to carry on. Fucking disgusting, if you ask me.
Material problems. Yeah, really? That's gonna stop your 5-year-old from shooting you in the dick? Bro, this country is so insane with gun violence. Dogs.
Legitimately, police officers should be put down for that.
How do you
taken up the back and shot in the head for it?
We have such an insane...
You know, when a horse can't run in a race anymore and they just have to put it down? Do the same with police officers who can't do their job properly. They're defective. You might as well put them out of the misery.
What kind of mental health complications exist when your 5-year-old picks up your gun and shoots you in the head with it? They don't know what the they're doing. It's ridiculous. And the irony here is that, once again, other countries with comparable rates of mental health problems, other countries with comparable rates of poverty literally do not have the same level of gun violence. It's that simple. One must ask the question, why?
Do you guys remember Ali G's response to solving gun violence?
Yet they still have virtually no...
This is how long guns have been a problem in America. Ali G, from the fucking early 2000s, was making jokes about it.
No country on this planet with, I believe, the exception of...
Let me see if I can find that one.
...a similar rate of gun ownership. And even Yemen does not come near the American rate of gun ownership. There is no country on this planet that has...
I think it was this video.
...gun ownership. Like, people talk about...
Well, look at the quality on this video. Look at how fucking pixelated it is. And how long ago this was a problem. Fine, dude. It's been a long time, but that's one of the movies I think I studied way back in college. When I was like 16, 17. It was one of the films in my film studies class that we actually studied. I've completely forgotten about almost all of it now.
According to an NYPD bulletin,
Because it's been so long since I've seen it.
there are viral posts online showing the names of CEOs and their salaries, as well as wanted signs of CEOs popping up around New York, with some of those signs reportedly saying United Healthcare killed everyday people for the sake of profit. As a result, Brian Thompson was denied his claim to life. Who will be denied next? Wall Street CEOs should not feel safe. Deny, defend, depose.
Oh yeah, deny, defend, depose.
See the suspect, Luigi Mangione, as a martyr, and they view his alleged actions
It's the left-wing version of MAGA, I think, at this point.
ability to inspire a variety of extremists and grievance-driven malicious actors to violence. Some online applying this anger not just to health insurance executives, but CEOs of any kind. And reportedly, people at this level are taking these threats very seriously, with an unnamed bank executive, for example, telling CNN, the big learning is that if you want to kill someone, you can kill them. It's really scary, but true. It seems crazy that we're just figuring this out. And one security company telling the outlet that they received 70 requests from concerned companies within just 36 hours after the shooting. And the global head of intelligence...
Surprised shit like this didn't happen sooner, right? The amount of time America just fucking bent over and let these CEOs fuck them in the ass.
And what he allegedly did,
and thank them for it afterwards.
Anything even growing. Right, among other things, as of this morning, his Twitter account has hit nearly 400,000. There's even a Pop Crave style update account about him with 50,000 followers. Crowdfunding campaigns in his name have popped up as well. People are wanting to pay for his defense, which on that note, we're even seeing people trying to get Kim Kardashian to represent him, which likely not going to happen. That's not usually the criminal justice or criminal justice reform.
I don't think she's going to be as good as her dad was.
Especially as what's going to happen here is likely going to deal with a lot of class warfare stuff. But also, too, Luigi already has a lawyer, and his name is Thomas Dickey, a man who you might have seen by now because he actually spoke out in multiple interviews last night suggesting that Luigi will likely plead not guilty. And with that, among other things, questioning the evidence that the NYPD has.
My anticipation is going to be when and if that happens, he's going to plead not guilty. I mean, we've seen no evidence. We've seen nothing.
Is you're fighting extradition, you're not actually arguing that the authorities in New York have the wrong guy, are you?
Well, I haven't seen any evidence that they have the right guy. I can tell you that much.
But with all that,
Dude, that's probably the most appropriate thing you could sue them for as well.
Enforcement officials telling outlets like CNN that fingerprints found at the scene of the crime they matched Luigi's. And officials also
Pretty sure the entire country is just a front for a fucking money laundering operation. Especially with who's going to be in charge of it next year, right?
parasitic bean counter convention. It's targeted, precise, and doesn't risk innocence. The writings allegedly touched on using explosives, but he wrote that that would risk the lives of innocent people. Also, I will say on the note of more things that we're learning about Mangione, you had the Times talking about his past Reddit posts. Them reporting that in years of posts on a Reddit account, he described a series of life-altering health problems, saying that his back pain worsened until a surgery in 2023 and that he had struggled with brain fog, but noting there that his only reference to insurance coverage in the post noted that Blue Cross Blue Shield had covered testing for irritable bowel syndrome. But for now, that is where we are, and while we wait to see what other information comes out and what general...
I really hope Blue Cross Blue Shield are next.
Pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts with everything we're seeing here right now? And with that, at the end of today's show, I'll also be talking about your comments about the situation from yesterday. Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this clip from the full Philly.
So I made a video a while ago, like a couple months ago, talking about...
Like that Mr. Beast, on the other hand, has basically not had any consequences for the amount of shitty things he's done recently, like crypto scams. It's wild to me.
Like it ever existed for them. And as we've seen recently with like Russell Brand, Dr. Disrespect...
Same with Dr. I mean, to be fair, Dr. Disrespect does have some... He got dropped by literally almost every platform, apart from like Rumble, I think it is, and Kick.
Like literal children, and people won't care, especially when you have a right-wing ecosystem to pivot to. So Dr. Disrespect has recently been signed by Rumble for their gaming, but also he came out to YouTube and his numbers were fine. Russell Brand has converted to Christianity, says he's not a vegan anymore, has started drinking alcohol again. So it just seems like he's going for a spiral because, of course, that really credible report about him preying on women and girls as young as 16 as well.
If I ever commit any serious crimes, I'm totally going to start becoming a right-wing grifter.
Investigation, which basically has made him...
I reckon I'd be a great grifter as well. I know the right-wing grift so well. I can probably do it myself. Better than most of these guys can.
As long as you repent. So if you say you're sorry and you're changed now that you found God, they'll accept.
The only thing holding me back is my fucking skin color, because I'm not white enough to get away with it.
But Mr. Beast is a really annoying one.
I might just make like a faceless channel or something where I just use like a voice changer to make myself sound, put on a fake American accent.
But Mr. Beast has been like really...
And pretend to be white to get away with it. Maybe start speaking Southern, saying howdy, y'all.
Don't give a shit.
That gosh darn government again.
You like address them, and I've said this before.
Them damn Democrats. Use AI. That's also an option. I might as well at that point if I've got no ethics and I'm becoming a yeah. I need to have a toothpick and like a backwards cap and aviators.
That's pretty much good enough. Like, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to make amends. You just address it. Now, I just made a video recently about JonTron and Ethan Klein.
Might as well at that point. Completely get rid of all of my morals. And then what I'll do on this channel is I'll make fun of my other channel without any of you guys knowing that it's me doing it.
And I feel like this happens a lot.
Because it'd be good content for me.
It doesn't involve, let's say, preying on younger people and stuff. So
for all you guys know, I'm probably Joe Tendo.
I had an interview with Umpaville.
He's my alt account.
YouTuber. And this
considering how much I make fun of him.
Because he's a clout-hungry idiot and not a journalist.
Is that one of my grifter lines? I think I can do better than that. I'm very good at being... you know, there have been times, right? I legitimately have just stolen right-wing content and repurposed it. Like, hang on, I think I did one recently. Let me go check Facebook. Hang on. Oh, this account. There we go. Hey, look, it's me. It was this post here. So I just posted this saying, hell yeah, let's go lesbians. And in fact, the truth is, I stole it from one of these accounts that are complaining about women in video games, saying, I think we've reached enough inclusion in 2024, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, fuck that. I think the most insulting thing I'm going to do is steal their meme and get more likes for it. And I'm getting all these comments saying, hell yeah. Let me like all these people. But I do this sort of thing all the time. I straight up, right, I'll see, like, right-wing grifters trying to rep farm outrage and hate clicks and so on, and I'll just completely steal their post and make it into a positive post, right? And then get more likes than them for it. Because I know it's the thing that will hurt them the most, because they do that sort of thing to try and get as many clicks as possible, to try and get as much engagement as possible, because that's what they get money from occasionally if they're like verified on Twitter or some shit. So the best thing you do is steal their content and do better than them by doing the exact opposite of what they want.
But thankfully, a lot of the comments are saying this is a terrible interview. So much so, he made a follow-up video addressing it, talking about how he didn't have much time to prepare, talking about like why he did it.
Mr. Beast came to my house last week and I asked him a bunch of questions and then edited that video and posted that video, and a lot of people are mad about it. The general overall valid criticism is that I didn't grill him hard enough and my questions were subpar or corporatized, or I'm not exactly sure. Really, it was just weak. It was a softball, a snowball, whatever people call it. That's the criticism.
That interview is pretty much garbage and does very little to help him, despite being a softball puff piece.
Firstly, I'm not going to make an excuse. This conversation that I had with Mr. Beast was completely deliberate. This is what I wanted to do. Philosophy behind it was, I'm going to let him say what he wants, and this is going to...
Honestly, damn. Add that to his rap sheet of crimes, right? Reasons we don't like Mr. Beast.
Prove him to be a hypocrite, then so be it. I just don't have the dog in me, the journalistic integrity dog, the genius guy who can remember things that actually matter dog. I have a different type of dog in me, and it's severely deformed and probably brachiocephalic. That's why I have 2 pugs. So yeah, once again, intentional. I didn't mean for it to be bad. I wanted it to hopefully be a meaningful source of information. People could watch the video, see what Mr. Beast had to say, and then they could fact check it themselves or whatever. I didn't intend for this to be the end of the conversation. I didn't go into this with an agenda. I definitely missed a lot of questions, and I definitely didn't push back enough. So I totally get most, like 99.9% of the criticism. Some people are just mean.
And this guy is just so fucking stupid and doesn't realize how damaging this is. He just did it for clout, so he doesn't give a shit if it's a challenging interview, and he doesn't realize the reason Mr. Beast picked this idiot is because he's an idiot.
You reckon if I faked being an idiot or being brain damaged enough, Mr. Beast would agree to an interview with me? Like, I'll send in some example questions for the interview, and there'll be dumb things like, what color crayon do you think tastes the best? And then when he agrees with it, that's when I bring up the real hard-hitting shit.
Address things in a way that people will think he's innocent, so even...
Plus, I think he's the kind of guy that'll say the blue crayon tastes the best, right?
Addressing the feedback or the criticism,
I reckon it's probably one of those chewier ones.
Because now people are going to say, oh, he addressed it. And I saw this sentiment as well. Oh, he addressed it. His point of view must be the right one, because I don't know why you'd believe him, but people just want to. Everything just becomes like muddied now. So even if we say to like people, Mr. Beast is bad because of X, Y, and Z, they're just going to say, but Mr. Beast said this. He said this and that guy was wrong. And when you don't have someone who's like that credible, like Dogpack, because him just like throwing loads of allegations at the wall and only having like evidence for, let's say, like 70% of them, because he's not as credible as someone else, then they're just going to take Mr. Beast's word because, yeah, he has an organization running this comeback. Now, Mr. Beast has now uploaded videos of like Ronaldo, which obviously did really well.
Yeah, like his channel's barely suffered from any of this.
Khalid is going to be going head-to-head against the ultimate football phenomenon, Cristiano Ronaldo. The thing standing between you and this $1 million in your bank account is Ronaldo.
I put my lucky shirt with Mr. Beast.
Oh!
He's like my #1 fan.
He's your #1 fan?
I'm his #1 fan.
You're stuttering, you're nervous. Bro, lock in. This is a lot of money.
Ronaldo doesn't give a shit about anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is.
He's like the PR mouthpiece for the Saudi government's
He makes a fuck ton of money.
So you can understand why Mr. Beast went for that. One of the most famous people on the planet as well. I just feel like Mr. Beast is going to get away with everything. But also, the Amazon work stuff has never been addressed properly. All the terrible worker exploitation, all the terrible working conditions.
His series is still on like indefinite hold, isn't it, with Amazon Prime because of the amount of like human rights violations and the abuse of the people on the Mr. Beast Games show, whatever.
In this stuff, when they aren't journalists, when they're just like drama slop YouTubers, how are they gonna handle the most rich, powerful YouTuber with a massive team behind him, dancing rings round him, in an interview. It's hardly Frost Nixon, is it? But you don't even have to have an education, right? Like, I used to be a journalist, have a good education in things like politics and history or whatever. And I feel like because I care...
You know what? That's the most American solution I can probably agree with. Apparently, it seems to work when you do it to the right people, right? It worked for United Healthcare.
I have the incentive from my own personal morals to grill this guy. Someone like Umperville has no fucking incentive to do this and doesn't want to be seen as a journalist, so why would he do that? He wouldn't. So what's going to happen now? Mr. Beast's Amazon show's going to come out. Maybe more allegations will come out. But
I'd be surprised if it... I mean, it probably will, actually. There might be some delays. They're going to wait for the heat to go down. But I reckon eventually it will come out once all the drama has sort of simmered a little bit.
And apparently, I saw a clip the other day. He still thinks he's going to be president.
In July, you tweeted...
Dude, should I make a bullet emote that has deny, defend, depose on it?
Do you still think that ever?
No. I mean, I might when I'm older, but not...
I shouldn't I?
It's mostly a joke just because I knew people would freak the fuck out and talk about it. And it worked.
Me. Yep.
But I would, if I were to...
I've not used my drawing tablet in a while. I should probably do it. Should I do it live on stream tomorrow or something? Or I might do it off stream. Who knows?
It would take like 10 years and I'd have to go be like do something at the local level and then the state level and work my way up. But yeah, we'll see.
But there could be potentially a President Beast. You never know.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I think his audience are too young as well. They're not going to be able to vote for him.
One thing I would say is not going to happen because if you try and run to be president, people are going to dig this stuff up again. And it just seems to me, Mr. Beast is just a huge...
Like, most of his audience are like 12, 13 years old.
Absolutely terrible piece of shit, personally. Doesn't care about anyone. Doesn't care about anything.
Plus, you need to keep him... You have to maintain a good reputation till then. And he's been stumbling quite a lot recently.
Someone who was the first Mr. Beast hater and been told my whole time I've been making videos on him, he's just a good guy who wants to do charity. No one believes that anymore. And he's not even pretending that's what he wants to do. Now that he's obviously been exposed for like crypto scams.
Oh, let me make a note of that emote I should make.
He fucking admitted it like years ago. CoffeeZilla making his own video investigating that, where Mr. Beast isn't addressing it either.
I investigated Mr. Beast, who was recently accused of making $23 million with insider trading and scams. I wanted to know the full story, so I reached out to everyone, from researchers to crypto projects, even to Mr. Beast himself. And let me say, the story is more complicated than you think. I want to be clear. What Mr. Beast did, what his team did, is shady.
Seems like nothing's going to touch this guy because he's so insulated, and YouTube are not going to do anything because he's the biggest moneymaker for them, so why would they? So yeah, the comeback from Mr. Beast is pathetic, but it's stupid that YouTubers and podcasters are letting him come on like he hasn't been embroiled in loads of controversy.
I might have an animated emote slot actually for deny, defend, depose.
So no one cares about the work.
In which case, I can make it into a GIF. Let me just double check my emote slots.
Drama, and they want to say, oh, well, will you sue Dogpack? Will you respond to Dogpack's allegations? Why don't people get him to respond to the worker exploitation on the Amazon set? And if he had an interview with actual journalists, they would ask him that, but he's never going to because he knows if it's a YouTuber who wants to be his pal, he can completely control the conversation. So yeah, that is it for my Mr. Beast update video.
I do.
Let me know what you guys think. And
Can I make it a free one? I should do. You know what I'll do? I'll get rid of that Persona one. And I'll make it... I'll make a free one and I'll make an animated one. I can do two of them.
This is a disease sent by the devil himself. In this case, the devil being a blue-haired...
I'll have it match up with a gun. So it'll be like a bullet and it'll have deny, defend, depose on it. So you can do both at the same time.
Even Kick would be considered alt-tech because of reasons I will get in.
And I'll do an animated one as well.
My name's Carter. I go here. Sometimes. Did you guys know about these sites? I mean, I knew about Kick, but that's really the only one I knew. There's a whole world that we didn't know about. Like the extreme...
Apparently I get 2 more slots if I use Twitch Alert somehow.
Talked about election results. We were blissfully ignorant to the horrors happening on alt-tech. And the question is, what are we gonna do about it? Are we gonna sit idly by on our mainstream liberal social media? I think not. Here's what I think. If you can't beat them, join them. And then shred them apart from the inside out. I infiltrated alt-tech to see what was really happening on Rumble, Kick, CloutHub, and even Donald Trump Twitter called Truth Social. Yeah, honestly, I just want to talk about these websites and talk about about the people on these websites, so if that's up your alley, let's get into it.
You know what I hate? When YouTubers forget to film a silly little transition into their sponsorship portion. Like, at this point, are they even trying to enter?
I'll need to make 2 variations of it. I'll do it next time so I can.
The best things in the world is shopping for new bras and underwear, putting them on and looking in the mirror and thinking, who is this diva? But an even better thing in this world is having your new bras and underwear be extremely cute and comfortable.
I'm gonna skip past this ad because I don't think it applies to anyone here.
Rumble is like an alternative to YouTube if you want to watch videos on a much worse website with much worse
Sloppy.
content. It was created in 2013 because they basically believed small creators were being put on the back burner so more big influencers could be up front. So in theory, that idea of pushing out small creators and having a brand new platform for them is great. So how did it go from this wholesome thing to the CEO in 2021 saying Rumble is designed to be the rails and independent infrastructure that is immune to cancel culture? We are a movement that does not stifle, censor, or
That one doesn't get used as often as it should. I should probably have an alert to go with it.
You're not fighting for civil rights.
Like maybe have Harpy pop up at some point.
I also found out
No,
that
I'll do a deny defend pose emote. I'll do 2 of them.
a quarter of them have been banned or demonetized from other social media platforms.
Yeah, it's Harpy saying it's me, Chode, as an alert.
I mean, Logan Paul showed a dead.
There's also one for hey as well, exclamation mark hey.
I actually looked up who had been banned from YouTube, and the government of Pakistan was suspended for a day because of copyright infringement. So just fun fact. Okay, moving on. When you first land on the site, you can immediately tell that they've taken a lot of inspiration from YouTube. See, YouTube's logo is a triangle in a rectangle, and then Rumble's logo is a triangle inside of another triangle. So different shape. And I say that Rumble is like YouTube, but Rumble doesn't even know what it is. There's just as many live feeds as there are standard videos. They're jumbled together or intertwined.
It seems like it's advertising lives as much as videos. Wait, these are all lives, except for one. That's weird.
In the homepage, there's different sections.
This is the platform that you find people like Nick Fuentes on. And Johnny Somali.
How is this viral when it was posted 3 minutes?
Apparently John Somali only has 200 followers. If you can believe it, I get more viewers and followers than he does. Motherfucker went to Korea and Japan. He got banned from Japan and arrested in Korea.
Wait a minute.
Or less than 200 followers.
Massive shift for humanity. I swear, if this is about us shifting into the full age of Aquarius.
On November 19th, 2024, you shifted into the full age of Aquarius.
I knew it! Where are my astrology girlies? Up top.
Jesus Christ, Yeshua, Christ Jesus, told us this time was coming.
Oh, this took a turn that I was not expecting. Wait a minute.
Why would you see so many Christian people on these far-right, hateful places, right? Almost as if they sort of go hand in hand.
What is this? It's an hour and 35 minutes. Are parasites stealing your energy? Probably. Is Trump the new George
landlords
of American politics? Make the hood great again.
And like 50% of the thumbnails are AI generated.
Genuinely, what the hell is this monster? It looks like a pug mixed with a teenage mutant ninja.
That looks terrible.
Just the homepage, okay? We're not even into the thick of it. Right under the home option, you have the browse button. And the browse button is like a whole new world. And that world is Twitch because it looks exactly like Twitch. And, oh, that's an astronaut dabbing, okay. And the editor picks and trending page are literally useless. They're the same thing.
All right, let's go to trending. Oh no.
You're in a serious relationship with a girl, she should not have an Instagram. That's cheating. What to do if you have a girl at your place and she says, no, I don't want to have sex? Who gives a fuck about a woman's orgasm?
Oh, it's these motherfuckers.
Guess what? They have no power because that's their only Christian power.
Oh no.
As you know, I take my investigative journalism very seriously on this channel. So in order to take it to the next level, I wanted to become one of the viewers of Rumble. I wanted to become a creator on Rumble.
Okay, I need to sign up for an account. America Davis. My name is America Davis. Oh, America loves you. That's such a good username.
That's the fucking, like, 40-year-old boomer Christian name from the Deep South, right?
After forgetting my password that I made for my Dropbox, email, and Rumble, I finally logged in and uploaded the video that I made. Yeah, I made a video.
Hi, Rumble. I just wanted to come on here and introduce myself. My name is
America Davis sounds like a porn star name, though, doesn't it?
My mama and papa loved their country. I don't have a problem with my name. Some people make fun of me for it, but I'm a nurse. I go to church every Sunday. That's one of my favorite things to do.
am single.
I'm looking for a good Christian man who has good values. 2024 to 2028 is going to be great.
If you know what I'm saying. What should my title be? America loves you. I'm so nervous. I don't like this. Vlogs, I guess? I don't know. Tags. Christian girl. Okay. I don't want to post it, but I need to. But I don't want to. But I need to. But I don't want to.
I wonder how long it takes for her to get partnered on Rumble, just from that one video.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The upload page, oh my god. This is how you know that if there's a UX design team on this thing, who am I kidding? There is no UX design team. This looks like shit. My $14,000 online UX design certification course that I completed and then applied to 30 jobs and never heard back from and then became a YouTuber because I was at a point in my life where I had no idea what I was gonna do could tell you that much. It's fugly. However, I do have to say, I think it's cool that you can start making money right off the bat. Like, the monetization options are pretty good. I'll give that to you, Rumble, but that only. Even so,
Oh, so you can monetize without any followers or anything straight away.
Scared and afraid and alone, but it did say public. So I hit that upload button and I waited. And I waited. And I waited.
Explains why all shitty content creators are on there, right? Because it takes no effort to actually make it, I guess.
Was 0. Not a single living soul or bot wanted to look at the video. Do I feel a little disappointed?
Because her gender is political, that's why.
I love attention. But also at the same time, it wasn't going to be real attention because it wasn't me. It was a character. But I was hoping that I would get some type of engagement from it because I bought a wig. Like, I didn't even get a single comment. Like,
They could probably tell she was woke, because that's why. They can smell it.
and you don't succeed. It makes me feel like they're not for the small creator anymore. Because as a small creator, I got 0 views. Rumble, their whole thing went from being in support for small creators to pushing out videos on the homepage from Russell Brand. Yeah, Russell Brand is...
Oh, gross. That's disgusting.
on there. Candace Owens...
Oh, no, that's even worse.
Section on the homepage.
The people who made Hawk Tua famous on Rumble? No way.
I was originally going to make a video about Nick Fuentes, who went viral recently for...
He got arrested recently.
We control your bodies.
He's currently going to be standing in court soon.
Keep you down forever. You will never control.
I hope the entire jury that convicts him is just entirely female.
Be the president of the global empire.
It would be so fucking poetic.
Happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
And obviously I immediately jumped into researching this guy because what kind of freak says that? I looked him up on YouTube and no, he's banned on YouTube. He's on Rumble. I was like, what the hell is Rumble? I think it's funny that big creators like him have to rely on being extremely hateful instead of cultivating any type of personality whatsoever.
That's why I don't share any of their posts. Even when I'm making fun of it, I'll do like a screenshot or something.
I love, by the way, I love you, Gabby Bell. She talks about hate online, and the algorithm just pushes out negative content way more than positive. And guilty as charged, okay? It has felt like the only way my videos are seen is if I am making fun of something, which I'm literally doing right now. Hope it works. But you can poke fun and you can commentate while adding nuance without being a flat out terrible person. No matter what you believe in, whether you're on YouTube or you're on Rumble, if you build your entire platform off of hatred and accusations, there is a problem with that, and I'ma stand by it. So do I recommend Rumble? Absolutely not.
Oh, ick.
Just like Rumble,
Ick is next.
a platform that started as an alternative to Twitch, but then became a platform against cancel culture, where demonetized and banned streamers all flock to keep doing heinous crap. Twitch is a live streaming social media
I wonder how long Kick is going to keep going, because the X streamers are starting to get banned now. Because they pushed it so far to the point where they're literally committing crimes on stream, and they had to get banned, otherwise the entire platform would get, you know, taken down.
But yes, I only do have online friends. Leave me alone. As a friend, I want to support them by, subbing to them and cheering them on. But every other day, Twitch is raising the prices of their subscriptions like 60%, and there's a lot wrong with Twitch. So in theory, having a different streaming platform that's better for the creator sounds great. But when the alternative is Kick, you just gotta stick to Twitch because Kick is just a nightmare. Kick is known for being one of the worst places on the internet because it's where the trolls like Jack Doherty or Aiden Ross live. If you don't know them,
In fact, I'm pretty sure Aiden Ross has left Kick now and started shit talking it.
here's the tea. In 2022, Twitch banned streams with gambling from unlicensed states. So many people shifted over to Kick for that reason. So that's the main thing that I wanted to focus on and check out for myself because I just wanted to see what all the hype was about. And I was very underwhelmed. If you don't have a gambling addiction, watching these streams is like...
I can never understand why people watch any of these.
But the person that's watching the paint dry is just begging for the paint to dry faster. Like all
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Like, none of this shit is entertaining.
beg their computer screen to make big flashy numbers.
Please. Looks some sad Findom shit. There's no hot girl in latex. It's just a dude begging.
One more, please.
Like, is this some kink thing?
Please, game. Please, one more.
How is this content? How are people watching this shit?
It's like the equivalent of going into a casino and seeing that one lady doing the tapping ritual on the screen, hoping it'll give her more coins, but it won't. And everybody is just spamming a single coin in the chat like that's gonna do something. That doesn't give them any money.
Like, chat is practically dead. There's mindless bots posting one emote.
It's kind of depressing. I mean, you get to watch these people stress the hell out for hours on end, hoping they'll win money, but if it's one thing I know about gambling, then... I don't know anything about gambling. And for the most part, no one even looked at their chat or said anything but please. But I did find a guy that was talking to his audience, like, wow, finally. But he was talking about football, so I left. There was one video in the gambling category that caught my eye. It didn't look like gambling, and when I clicked on it, I was correct. It was just a guy making a song. And the title
Oh no, a SoundCloud rapper. I think that might be worse.
stream and support.
32 viewers for his first stream. Is it actually his first stream though? Wow, every stream is his first stream. That's actually pretty incredible.
All of his titles were titled My First Stream. Why? What is this strange tactic? I feel misled. And when I started browsing more categories, I realized that a ton of people do this. Like hundreds or thousands of people just title their stream My First Stream.
Is it because that's a default title and no one bothers to change it?
My first stream, my first stream. What the fuck is going on?
And I still don't know why.
Like, is it like a default setting?
I don't really care to find out. Another
Possibly.
frustrating thing about Kick is that you have to follow someone in order
Maybe we'll just hit go live and don't bother changing any of the default settings.
minute to chat. A minute? That's like 30 minutes in brain rot time, and I'm impatient. Overall, I definitely prefer Twitch. This is kind of off topic, but let's talk about the whole free speech issue, because that's one of the biggest reasons for these sites, is because people feel censored by YouTube and Twitch and all of these other sites. The same people that want free speech and not to be censored on these platforms are the same people that made drag shows illegal in Tennessee. They are the same people that want gay people out of sight. They're the same people that are so scared of gay people that they think that their child seeing a gay person is going to turn them gay. These people talking about wanting free speech are the same people that are trying to censor an entire demographic. They want these people to not even exist, but they feel like they're being censored. Explain it to me. Somebody explain it to me, please, because I don't understand, and I don't know. I don't think I ever will. Speaking of making no sense, Truth Social.
Oh, this one should be good. Donald Trump's version of Twitter. When him and Elon had like a falling out.
Owned by PopQuiz.
And he shit talked Elon quite a bit. And Elon still kissed his ass afterwards.
Donald Trump. Or C. Geralt's pecs in that one scene of The Witcher where he's in the bath. You know what I'm talking about. You might be thinking it's B because I said so at the beginning of the video. But you're wrong. It's C. Geralt's pecs in the scene in The Witcher.
Thing is, right, it's very easy to tell that right-wing social media is absolute bullshit. And nothing good is on there, because you never see a meme shared out of it. Like, when you see memes, they're always screenshots of, like, Facebook or Twitter or something like that, right? Tumblr even. I've never seen a good meme that was a screenshot of Truth Social.
Kamala Harris is like one of the top options to follow.
I've never seen a good meme shared out of Truth Social.
Because it's owned
That's how you know it's a shit platform.
Specific groups that you might be interested in. I find it interesting that the topics range from Make America Great Again.
I bet it's just all AI garbage as well.
Guns. Just guns.
You know the kind of thing that your boomer aunt or uncle would share,
I wanted to try it and post my
thinking it was real.
which was technically a lie.
Trump 2024, baby. Truth.
Wait a minute, I just realized that it's called Truth Social, and Donald Trump is known for being a flat-out liar like 97% of the time. That's something to think about. As an investigative journalist, I have to be fair. I genuinely like the UX design for this app. The problem with this app is just the content. Most of it is just really bad memes because the people on Truth Social
Called it. I fucking called it.
aren't funny. I don't know how else to say it. They're not funny. Is that supposed
Conservatives only have like the one joke and they keep reposting it.
It's supposed to be about making America great again, but all they're talking about is Michelle Obama's non.
It's a good question. You'd think they'd merge, but I reckon, right, Trump is going to want to keep it separate purely because
No one in this group is good at Photoshop.
the only off chance him and Musk fall out again. I reckon he wants to keep it separate.
But it's literally everything.
Because he benefits more because he can profit directly from it. Hello, Mohammed Ahmed. How are you doing today? We're just watching a few videos before I start playing some Alan Wake 2 again.
I came across a picture on the Make America Great Again group of a scene in Lord of the Rings.
How dare they put Lord of the Rings in Make America Great Again? Are you kidding me?
Did y'all even watch that movie? It's about two little gay hobbits that destroy the most
It's one of the worst movies out there.
so that everyone can live happily ever after.
Did they forget the scene? Yeah, I was about to say, did they forget the scene where Eowyn says she is no man? And she girl bossed the fucking Witch King?
Servant is the Witch King.
Yeah.
You know who defeated him? A woman.
Literally woke us out.
So yeah, the site's just pretty boring.
Why are they watching it? They should be completely against that kind of movie.
Hate speech and more just really terrible memes. So it gets 1 Trump toupee out of 10 American flags. And last but not least, and a very small portion in comparison to the first, they just keep getting shorter. Clout Hub.
This is one I've never heard of.
My favorite site
Sounds terrible.
so far. I think it's so funny they used the name Clout Hub for the most 2001 Facebook looking ass site. It's god awful.
Okay, what's happening here? First of all, I'm seeing lots.
I've never heard anyone mention this platform.
Happening. Where am I right now? I broke it. All right. Who pushed the fast forward button on my weekend?
Who the fuck even uses this?
Doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Every time I see Elon Musk's face, I just get so incredibly angry. Wish I could just comment. Use my free speech to say something mean about him. This looks like it was made in 2000 and it just was never updated. Fashion. Oh my god. Yeah, I guess there's nothing here. Entertainment?
It doesn't even fucking works.
Family?
Damn, I'm getting sued. You know what? I'm not sorry. I jaywalk all the time and I'll do it again. I mean, it's not illegal over here, so it should be fine, but that would be a fucking menace in America.
Are just an echo chamber of what the alt-right wants to hear. They're platforms based on wanting to spew hate.
I'd be America's most wanted for jaywalking.
Platforms that are piles of garbage. I know that Twitch and Instagram and YouTube all have their issues, but I think it's funny that the bottom of the barrel humor and the bottom of the barrel people get the bottom of the barrel websites. As the music legend, icon, singer, actress, star, legend, Jojo Siwa said, "Karma's a bitch." No one ever said that before her, ever. She created it. Karma's a bitch. I should've known better. If I had a wish, I wish I never messed around. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed,
Is that the last video I had queued up, or do I have another one?
and comment,
I do have more.
I don't know what to say. I would love
Oh, Nick
comments
Fuentes.
on my new bangs. So just putting that out there. If
You know what? I'll save the rest for later. What I'm gonna do, I think I'll start some Alan Wake right now. Jaywalking. So jaywalking is when you cross the road that's not at a traffic light. It's only a problem in America, because in America, if you are in a car accident and you didn't cross the road at a designated spot like a traffic light, then the person crossing the road will be held accountable for the accident because it's their fault for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Anywhere else in the world, it's fine. Because in America, people sue all the time, and because they have to pay for things like healthcare over there, they need to have a very strict system to decide who's at fault when there is a traffic accident. That's why in America you have to cross at traffic lights. If you don't, it's a crime you can get fined for, because if you get hit by a car when crossing, the person who hit you won't be liable for your health your health coverage, basically. Whereas if you were crossing at a traffic light and you got hit by a car, then the person that was driving the car would be at fault, and then they would have to pay for your medical bill. That's the reason why. Such a convoluted thing. Can I be jaywalking? Oh, damn, I hope so. Watch this. Watch this. Go.
Muhammad Ahmed 94 asked me, can Avatar Obi be jaywalking? Well, let me tell you, jaywalking is a big issue, folks, huge. But Avatar Obi, they're just doing their thing on the stream, having a great time. You know, I don't think there's any jaywalking involved in a live stream.
See, he trusts
unless they
me.
took the stream to the streets. But if they did, it would be the most tremendous jaywalking anyone's ever seen. Believe me.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, I'd fucking kill it. I would moonwalk across the street. Let's play. Let's get back into this. Alright, after that short break, we are back with some Alan Wake 2. Alright, so look, where do I want to go? I need to do this. I think this is what I need to do, hopefully. Oh, this is where I came from. Try using the light here, and then oh, I can go this way. Well, before I do, box, nothing. Okay. I think this is the way out. Here we go.
The payphone was ringing. Somehow I knew the call was for me.
Hello?
Alan Wake?
Yes.
Do you know who I am?
No? Who is this?
We'll get to that later. There are spies all over. Shadows. A sense of deja vu washed over me. Had I had this conversation before? Alan, listen to me carefully. Caldera Street Station, the subway. You need to go there. I'll call you again later. Make sure to pick up.
Do I know you?
Yeah, it was.
I know you from somewhere.
You've just forgotten it.
You've got a lot of school shooters tend to be teenagers.
Don't worry. I got it now. We've been working.
I'm losing you. Hello? Hello?
That was convenient. There's a pass right there. Right, I think this is where we need to go.
The man had said Caldera Street Station. I had to go there.
Is it this way? I'm pretty sure it was the other way. Let me check. I don't have the map for this area yet. Okay. Okay, we'll try. Oh, hang on. I see light over there. Can't go over there yet, though, can I? What's Caldera Street? Seeing light over there as well.
The Caldera Street station sign was there, but the entrance was missing. I had to make it appear. Maybe I could use the lamp to reveal the station entrance.
There we go, I need that map.
The lamp was dead in my hand. I needed to find a light for it.
I see some light over there. Let's go grab that. I open this door. Do you know what? While that ad's playing, I'll be back in just a minute. Be right back.
I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear.
The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear.
The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear.
The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations.
Enjoy that medal, Colonel. You got the question right. Nicely done. Hang on, let's get back to this. I can't go across that way. By finding another way around. Not much of a fence if I can just walk around it, right? And I don't think it would be that easy. Right, I've got a map now. Hang on. Can I check the map? We're going this way around. This is gonna open.
The door was locked.
Cold Day in Hell, Cold Casey. An Alex Casey film based on the novels by Alan Wake. Nothing good here. What's this? I know what this is. It's mine. This gonna open for me? No, okay.
On the side.
I think that's a dead end. In which case, let's try going the other way. I know where I need to. I just need to actually get... Unless, can I reach it from this side of the fence? Can I reach it with the lamp? No, it's too far away. Okay. Was a shot. A ladder or something I have to climb to go up higher or something. Did you try to D's nuts him? I remember when he used to be Soccerbot, one time he managed to D's nuts Harpy at one point. When she tried to D's nuts him, he D's nuts her back.
The story determined where I could go and where I couldn't.
Yeah, he was too powerful. Oh, it tells me where I can shift the light. Okay. Am I not supposed to go that way then? I thought I was. Okay, I might be wrong about that. This definitely is a dead end. Let me try exploring somewhere else. Bad for Night Springs. Okay, I see another light over there. Maybe it's that way. There's literally a neon sign pointing me to go that way as well.
There was a light at the end of the alley ahead.
AWE is the reference to the previous game called Control, and it stands for Altered World Event.
Is this the way it was on the page?
What the hell? Oh, hey. We met at Door's show.
Alan Wake, the writer. I'm Alex Casey. I'm looking into a murder.
Come on, what is this?
There's a piece of evidence, a manuscript of a novel. You wouldn't know anything about it?
A manuscript? What manuscript? I need to see it.
Rumor had it the manuscript contained the details of the murders. A murder cult was following the story to commit their gruesome acts. Was Wake their leader? Had he written it? How far would he go to create a perfect work of art? Or would he be the next victim? Stay here.
No, wait! I need a gun!
No chance.
I thought this was America. I thought everyone had a gun, or at least they were handing them out like candy, right? Pretty sure, by American standards, not having a gun counts as a disability.
Casey!
Damn it. I remember dying in this alley in a dream I had. He was just gonna keep killing me here, loop by loop. You're not gonna get what you want. You think you know. You know shit. You don't really want to know. You're gonna get what's coming to you.
Bro, just tell me who did this to you. Oh man, rip Casey. I mean, at least he left me his gun.
This was an echo of the books I had written for years. Picking up Casey's gun felt like I was assuming the role of the detective. I had a light now.
There we go, that's what we needed.
To the subway station entrance. Shit. With the alley in darkness now, restless shadows block my way.
I'm just gonna ignore them. Can't ignore you.
The shadows faded out.
I was hoping if I left them alone, they'd leave me alone, but clearly that's just not the case. Let me quick stop this.
I could fight back.
Use the lamp here. I wonder what you do. Well, let's find out. Anything interesting? Not really. Okay. This feels like a looping area. Yeah, it looks like I'm just going around in a loop. I'm supposed to go this way, so I'm gonna carry on going this way. I think that's what happens when you get to the edge of the map. It just loops you back around infinitely. You guys stay there and leave me alone, please. I got no beef with you. Oh damn, can I go this way?
This was the moment to destroy it. I could use the light to open the subway entrance now.
You don't need to use it. Or is it here? I think this is the way. It seems like it's the right way. Let's not slip and fall to my death. Oh, you look like you might be a corporeal enemy. I am not this Alan Wake guy you keep asking about. I'm totally this Alan Ake, right? That's my name. Got me confused with someone else. Nope, not me. Can I use? Yes, I can. Okay, let me grab this. And I'm gonna need my boomstick. Let me equip that. Not there. I'm gonna equip that as well. This is more of an emergency type thing, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Only got 2 shots in this though. That should also be quick slotted to there. In fact, no, hang on, what I'll do. Swap these around. Just so I won't have to get used to it being different. I'll have it the same. I'm basically doing the same controls as Silent Hill 2. Because I'll probably press those buttons out of habit. I've played so much of it lately. Excuse me. I casually walk through these people. I love how shit these are. Bullets, bodies, and bourbon. Worst Casey. Worst Casey. There's a lot of graffiti here telling me not to write. Oh, can I grab this light?
Fuck me.
Oh, I hear some spooky motherfuckers. I open this. I can, okay. Where do I go? Do I go this way now? I think I do. I use this here. I think that opens up where I need to go. There we go. This is where I'm supposed to be going.
I needed to find another light to go deeper inside.
Oh, I've already done that. Hang on, let me go back and get the light again. I left it outside. I did things slightly out of order, but I did the right thing at least. Let me grab this light here. And take that with me. And I can use that here.
The gates to the platform were closed. I had a ticket.
Like that. Anything else here I can take? What's this? This is what watching too much TV does to you.
Fan. The dictionary definition of the word is an enthusiast, a fervent devotee, an abbreviation of fanatic. What comes across to an outsider as a dangerous obsession or even madness is something entirely different from the point of view of the fan herself. To be a fan is a joyous existence, one filled with the happiness that stems from knowing with utter clarity purpose of your life. But what if that purpose could be more still?
Who plays Mr. Door is fantastic. He kills it in this role.
Idol's chosen one. The only one who could decipher his secret messages. What lengths would you go to save the object of your obsession in?
So Night Springs is like a parody of the Twilight Zone. And it was something that was in the first game as well. Oh damn, they did a whole actual episode. I think this is one of the DLC chapters that they've added into the game.
Life's a funny thing. You spend all your time wishing and hoping and dreaming for something, and then, bam! Destiny shows up at your door like a mailman with a package you were pretty sure got lost because you ordered it like 6 months ago. But that's okay. And your destiny has eyes like sunsets and a beard like mahogany-colored...
But he doesn't have eyes like Sunset, he's got blue eyes.
How it arrives.
Sunsets aren't blue.
But my day didn't start off with all that excitement. It began like any other day did for this waitress / protector of the town of Night Springs. As always, Knight's Diner was the hottest spot in town, so there was plenty of work to do.
Man, that's quite the beard.
Look who it is! Hi, everyone! Could I get another cup of that delicious special brew that only you know how to make? Of course. Who else wants a top up? Me!
Right here, please.
One for me, please, and thank you.
Will do. Let me just grab a fresh pot.
Oh, I need to go around topping up everyone's cup of coffee then, right? You guys want any? You look like you want some coffee.
I would kill to have a passion like you do for that writer of yours. You two are destined for each other.
We sure are. Hot coffee.
I heard your fan site for that writer was named best fan site in the world. Congratulations.
Thanks. It
I don't
was
think that's pretty much of an achievement to be proud of, right? Congrats on being obsessed with someone. We shouldn't be rewarding parasocial behavior like that.
A person of your genius and grace is wasted serving coffee to us regular Joes and Joannes.
Oh.
We also need a non-binary version of Joe.
Here's your coffee.
Joe Mama.
How do you juggle running this diner, your bird sanctuary, and that amazing fan site for the writer you love so much?
I work extremely hard, but also I'm naturally talented.
This is just a fucking Mary Sue fanfiction type story.
I'll never be as successful as you.
You won't be with that attitude. Life's not a side order of hash browns, so don't
I could go for some hash browns now, actually. There's never a bad time for hash browns.
Thank you for telling me exactly what I needed to hear.
No problem.
That everyone?
Coffee. Better put this pot back. I loved being the very successful owner and operator of the county's most popular diner. But that was nothing compared to my grease fire of passion for the writer and his sheer literary talent and flowing hair and lips like buttery pie crust. Pie! I need to clear the empty pie plates from the tables. Shucks.
Okay, gotta get back to waitressing.
My date last night was a total bust. You're the expert on romance. Any advice?
His name is literally Guy with a Concerning Mole.
Tell me everything.
long story short, she told me I dressed like a divorced gym teacher.
Doesn't seem like a, you know, an unfair assessment.
You still have to put in some effort. If you don't have a jacket with elbow patches, buy one.
Elbow patches? Oh, got it. Thanks a million.
Don't mention it.
Alright, who else has got some plates? Give me that plate.
Is Knight's Diner going to enter the statewide pie competition this year?
Of course. We're gonna make this our 20th win in a row. Those plates won't clear themselves.
Right, who else has a plate for me? I'm not the Terminator, but for plates.
On the news that you saved every single kitten from that bear attack. Amazing.
Thanks. Those yoga lessons really paid off.
Why is this person dressed like Marty McFly from Back to the Future?
The writer lives just outside town in that mansion of his. Why don't you go talk to him?
Oh, we have our own ways of talking. I better take these plates back to the service window.
Excuse me, can I borrow you?
What can I get you?
Oh,
Look at the classic Marty McFly look. I fucking love the Back to the Future movies. They are classics.
literature buff.
Oh, you have got to read the newest book in the Writer's Crime Trilogy. I'll grab you a copy from the back.
Wait, has she been writing her own fan fiction and publishing it? In here.
You better not crease any pages.
It's me, your favorite writer whose voice you would recognize in your sleep. I'm in danger. Please, my #1 fan, you're the only one who can save me.
Oh my gosh! Don't worry.
That's quite a way to get a message across.
My beloved writer was in terrible danger, and I had to rescue him.
Hang on, let me have a nosy on her desk first, because that fish interrupted me.
Kept all my accessories in the diner's kitchen.
Diner's kitchen, got it, yeah, okay. Just say, who can do it? Thank you so much for taking in my 6 cause. I know you have your hands full with all the other sick birds at your bird sanctuary, but if anyone can find a cure for their rare bird lupus, it's you, yours truly, the young girl who wants to be you someday. The only thing that hurts more than love is loving again. Love or Hurt by America's best-selling writer. Death comes for everyone. That doesn't mean it's painless. Death will hurt by America's best-selling writer. Man's life is ripped away. Glad to get justice in the whole city. Will hurt by America's best-selling writer. I'm trying to notice a theme here. Employee of the Decade Award in recognition of basically being the best at like everything, presented to everyone's favorite waitress. Best Poetry Night at Knight's Diner. Knight's Diner presents Best Poetry Night for the literary advancement of Night Springs every Friday at 8 PM. Okay. And then where not to be on a Friday then. Anyway, to the kitchen. Around this way. This looks like the kitchen. Where's my accessories at? Are they in here? Oh, okay. What about this room? Oh, this is the toilet. Somewhere in here that I just completely ran past. No. Not that way, okay. Unless, is it this room here? Ah, there we go. Her accessories.
Girl needed to claim victory in the battle for love. My bolt-action hunting rifle with a gorgeous walnut stock. Deadly and
Very American.
just like me. My trusty 12-gauge, fully automatic. Extreme circumstances call for extreme shotguns. I was finally ready for a night out on the town.
Do not want to take a pistol with me.
There was no
Is this all she's taking, these 2 guns?
The shortcut through the boatyard was the fastest way to my writer's mansion in the woods out.
I mean, there's more I can carry. I think maybe a sidearm would be... Do you know what? No, fuck it. 2 should be enough. Am I... Fuck it, and then they all clapped.
The boatyard is this way. You better hurry. Go through the.
You used to be the lady of the purse I like. This is so cheesy, I love it.
This was my moment.
This is straight up just like a fantasy or a dream or something, isn't it?
Make him realize how much he needed me. And if that's not love, I don't know what is.
Run the diner while you're gone. We'll be way worse at it. Tell him we all love his book.
I love the names given to these random NPCs. They totally kind of name a waitress or something would name random customers that are like regulars.
My old life behind, like a body left to sink in a lake so no one finds it. Nothing would get
An apt analogy, I guess. It's definitely the lighting. I think they've made everything pink on purpose. Very unnaturally pink.
Now, who the heck is that?
I don't know, should I shoot him on sight? Hang on, there's some stuff here I can pick up. What's in the box?
Who are you?
Is that Alan Wake?
Why do you look like a slightly less handsome version of my writer?
Oh, don't you ever compare me to that worthless hack. Sure, I may be his wild and rebellious estranged twin brother, but...
I love how cheesy this is.
No idea he had a brother. To think
Secret identical twin.
all this time.
After today, there won't be. No more writer, no more books, no more living in his shadow.
But you're his brother. I'm sure you two can talk it out and realize you have so much in common, and after you change, you can move in together. And I'll come over with popcorn for movie nights.
He had his chance for popcorn and movie nights, but he wanted to keep everything for himself. Too bad. You know what they say? You can't join him? Beat him.
I don't think that's what they say, but I do like that saying.
What did you do to him?
I locked Mr. Fancy Pants up somewhere you'll never find him.
You won't get away with this. I'll stop you.
Babe, I got an army of people that hate that hack almost as much as I do. They're ready to die if it stops him from writing another crappy book. What do you got?
Me against J.K. Rowling.
I have a shotgun.
Well, I got a... Wait, that's a real shotgun? Okay, I admit, I didn't expect that. But it doesn't matter. You can't stop all of us.
Only a monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's book.
Oh, okay. I'm being attacked. Oh, my aim is not great. Oh, I get it. I basically need to survive for a certain amount of time, I guess. I think they're infinitely spawning. Okay, I get what I'm doing here. I'm basically surrounded from all sides.
Monster could be blind to the poignance of my writer's books. There is only one way.
I need to get rid of the ranged enemies first. Shit. Oh, they're sneaking up on me. He seems to have a lot of ammunition though, which I'm very thankful for. I got you, I got you. All of you line up, please.
Oopsies! Can't forget the bullets.
Do you have infinite ammo? No, she's got a lot of ammo. Not infinite though. Back with late night coffee. Okay, I hope you got some pretty good coffee. I like coffee. In fact, I can't even say anything bad about having late night coffee because I just had caffeine. I've literally been drinking Monster Energy. So, to be fair, caffeine at night just hits different sometimes.
Helpless prince locked in a tower. But his fan in shining armor was on her way. Luckily, one
Have
of
I got full health? I think I do.
the twins' motorcycle had left tracks in the mud. I recognized the tread pattern immediately, thanks to my famously keen perception. The tracks would lead me right to my rider, and...
Oh, dude, that's... yeah, okay. I don't like instant coffee. When I have coffee, it has to be something... I like the fancy stuff. I don't like bland coffee. I don't think I could drink it regularly. Like, I like caramel lattes or, like, frappuccinos and stuff like that. It's the only reason I drink coffee, because you get so many, like, fancy different flavors of it. Oh, hang on. I hear enemies. I can't believe it. Literally haters. I'm literally fighting off Alan Wake's haters. Someone's throwing axes at me from far away. I don't know which... Oh, it's this direction. Okay, I see them. I see him.
all being very rude.
Is there anyone else trying to sneak up behind me? No, we're good. Dude, honey is underrated. One of my favourite snacks to have is honey and peanut butter on a sandwich. Because you get a good mix of sweet and savoury.
Whoops! Gotta put more bullets in.
Oh, hello. What's in this? Dude, what the fuck? I shot you. How do you... Like, I do like the amount of detail and the gore in this. Like, you can see all the flesh ripped off that dude's arm when I shot him. Oh, it's one of these motherfuckers. I hate these guys. Let me open this first. Nothing in it. Okay. What a letdown. Okay, there you are. Stop dodging my bullets. It's pretty good. I would recommend it.
He had a semi-evil twin brother.
Going the wrong way. It's this way.
Third or fourth date, surrounded by candles, so he could...
Does this imply that she's already been on 2 dates with him, or is that like she's met him twice and she counts them as dates?
Oh, that man has more layers than a croissant.
I think this is the right way. The entire tracks.
I
I'm not missing anything. Is that some items over there?
Plague my dear writer with their negativity. I would treat them the same way I treat trolls on my fan site, but this time I was banning them from.
I love that, banning them from life. I think that's what happened to the CEO of United Healthcare. Oh no, this is bad fan fiction. I don't think I want to read this. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. TLDR. I get the gist of it.
The motorcycle tracks ended at a cabin. Was my writer inside?
Is that how she imagines Alan Wake?
He's inside.
Before I go in, I imagine there might be a boss fight in there. Let's make sure I got full health.
I'm here. I've come to save you.
Oh, joy! We can finally be together and sit through beat poetry readings and drink $18 cocktails and have high tea with the queen.
Wait a minute. My writer only drinks coffee. 2 sugars, no milk. I keep all the mugs.
Okay, no more tricks. I'll be waiting.
Where are you?
I was never upstairs.
Torture ideas for hack weather. Car battery, solid potential. Pulling fingernails, too messy. The bell, where did I get a bell? Blunt spoon, nice and simple. Dismantle typewriters, A+ psychological damage. Gasoline fire, fire might burn my cabin down. Maybe overcomplicating this.
Then he calls him a tea drinker? He had crossed the line. I was going to go to that beach and...
Brothers, the moon can only shine when the sun is gone. The night can only come when the day is gone. Can the sea ever meet the ocean? And maybe Alan Wake was here. Someone left the TV on.
Running with wolves?
Becoming the alpha. Everything you need to know to lead your wolf pack like a true alpha. TJ Wolf. Anyway, this should be turned off. Damn, that's one. I mean, CRT TVs were built different back in the day. I wouldn't be surprised if they were bulletproof. The beach. This way. He's got 300 shotgun shells. I think that's more than enough, right? I mean, if I find more, I find more. There he is. The bad boy.
Hey, me and my bike were just enjoying the view.
This reminds me of Yu-Gi-Oh! Ridge when Yusei from 5Ds was in a relationship with his bike.
Where is my writer?
What do you even see in that crybaby? He's boring, he dresses like a nerd.
Hush your mouth! He is a stylish intellectual who is in touch with his feelings.
He's starting to cramp my style, babe. And I'm not telling you where he is.
What did he ever do to you?
I already told you that? At the boatyard? I feel
He looks a lot more like Keanu Reeves in that outfit.
Oh, right. I remember now. It's a self-confidence thing.
Well, it's a bit more complicated than that.
You are going to tell me where he is, or else.
Or else what, babe?
You asked for it. You're rude. You have no manners. You're too cool.
Look at the jugular.
Attractive initially, but drives people away after they realize you're emotionally incapable of letting your walls down to reveal that you are a vulnerable human being just like everybody else. You are trying way too hard with that outfit.
No, stop! I don't like being seen!
It's fucking hilarious.
I was just keeping you distracted while my army of haters storms his mansion. Now the love of your life is doomed. Doomed!
Dude has an army of haters. Holy shit, that's what I aspire to be.
He tricked me, even with my famously keen perception.
Oh, there you are. Okay. It's the speedy motherfuckers. You need to go down first because you're slow. I think most American waitresses are probably proficient with a shotgun, right? I think it's just a thing to be expected. I think you're not allowed to have any job in America unless you're proficient with at least 3 different types of firearm. You get the rifle. Give me that. The shotgun just has higher rate of fire. I'm gonna go with that, it's quicker. Even though the rifle does more damage, I think it's just too slow and inaccurate. And these enemies are moving way too quickly. I need to thank whoever restocked these things. I ran past them and emptied them earlier.
I knew you, my #1 fan, would never fall victim to my twisted brother's lies.
Alan Wake was a deer the whole time.
Inexplicable as the sunrise, and just as fiery. But I knew your heart would never waver. You're the only one who can save me. I believe in you.
I can't believe he was a reindeer this entire time. I was not. That was one twist I wasn't expecting.
We were kindred spirits. We fit together like a bicycle chain and that spiky wheel thing the chain fits into. We were connected by love and destiny. He was meant to be mine.
It is. I really like the combat in this. It's really satisfying when they go down, but also I love the detail in the damage you do to them.
The very soul of literature from these evil haters.
Like, for lack of a better term, the combat is very crunchy. If you know what I mean.
Never been higher.
Like, if you play a game like Skyrim or whatever, you're like slashing at something 10, 20 times. And you can't really, it doesn't feel like you're doing much damage to them. But in this, whenever you shoot someone, it genuinely feels like you're doing a lot of damage to them. Oh shit. Oh, it's his, okay, it's a boss fight. Oh, he's shooting hearts at me, holy cow. Where is he? Where is he? Right, I've lost track of him. There he is. Okay, there he goes. Oh, this is difficult, okay. I shoot these if I can. Yeah, the rifle's not gonna help much here. He's just too quick. Oh, has it gone down? 1 second. Are we back? We are back. I'm very sorry. I think it might have been a slight dip in the connection for a second. I'm going to give it a minute. Very sorry about that. Let me just make sure all my stuff's connected properly before I continue. Okay, fingers crossed it stays fine. I think it might have just been a slight issue with the connection for a moment. Anyway, I was getting my ass kicked by the bad boy. Where is he? Shit. He got me, okay. I need to not waste my time with a rifle. That was a waste of time.
There was no time to lose. I was the only one who could save the writer and the very soul of literature from these evil haters.
I should be on the side of the haters, really.
The stakes had never been higher.
Grab all this first.
If I have to stop you myself, I will. Unlike him, I'm not afraid to get my hands.
I shoot him right in the face.
I'm not just a rugged anti-hero type.
Here we go. Sorry about the end break. I can't really stop in the middle of a fight, but... Oh, snap. Okay. I can take part in some animal cruelty. Oh, he's a werewolf. Oh, it is him. He's the big bad boy wolf. I'm gonna put this dog down. Down. There's more than one wolf. Is it gone down again? Okay, it seems to have reconnected. I'm not sure what the issue is. Double check a few things. 1 second. I'm gonna quickly pause the ads as well, because I know it's gonna start again because it restarted. Let me very quickly do that. Just so I don't have to worry about ad breaks repeating. There we go. Very sorry, I'm not sure what the issue is. I think it might have been like a connection issue with my router. It might be the sometimes my router, if it downloads an update, it installs it and it sort of restarts when it does. I think that's maybe what might have happened. Right, where is he? I've lost track of him now. Oh, is that him? Oh, there he is. Oh, he's turned into his wolf form again. Where is he? Unless that's the end of the fight. I think it is. Okay, cool. So I'll pick up all the stuff around here. It is doing it again. Hang on. Let me sort this out real quick. Let me see what's going on, because it's doing it again. It did the same thing when I was streaming the Game Awards, didn't it? And this is very unprofessional of me. I'll give it a minute, see, because when I was streaming the Game Awards, I had no idea what the fuck was up. And eventually it just sorted itself out after a bit, so I'll give it a minute. I'll see what happens. And let me just quickly check a few of my settings to make sure it's all fine. The stream was fine right up until enough, like a good 3 hours almost. You know what I'll try doing? I'll try lowering my bit rate. I'm hoping that'll help it stay more stable. I think it might have been too high. I'm hoping that fixes it. Fingers crossed, anyway. And let's continue with this. I believe I'm gonna go shoot some werewolf.
Gotta put more bullets in.
Oh no, he is dead. Okay. Yeah, I killed the hot werewolf.
Go ahead. Finish me off.
I'm not going to kill you. You're my darling writer's brother.
You really do love him, huh? I guess I never even had a chance. I was just jealous of his talent.
Is this gonna be an enemies to lovers trope?
But mostly, that he's got the love of somebody as amazing as you.
Oh, you silly werewolf. You could have
I love how this is hitting every single bad fanfiction trope possible.
him and start wanting to be you.
Your words have shown me that it wasn't my brother I hated. It was myself. Oh, what have I done?
This is on par with My Immortal, I think.
Tear him apart and it's all my fault. Please, go save him.
Oh, I intend to.
I want to join the fight against the haters on the side of the haters, though. Oh, there you are.
I spinach this morning, so don't. Did someone order a reckoning?
And that's a valid reason to be against someone's writing, I guess.
My gun's hungry.
Oh, damn. Dude, I shot her face off. Holy cow, look at that. Is that Best Awards nominee Sarah Hazel rating me? Holy cow, I can't believe a Best Awards nominated streamer is rating me of all people. I feel so honored. Thank you so much for choosing to raid me. How are you doing? I'm hoping you're doing well. Hoping you had a good stream. You chose the best time to raid in because all my I was having some technical issues earlier, but I fixed them now. So as far as you guys are aware, my streams run perfectly. I've never had any internet issues in my entire life. Here's all my information. My name's Obi. I'm sure Sarah said many, many nice things about me. How was your stream? What were you up to? If anyone doesn't know, Sarah's dope. She streams so many great things. Like, she does a lot of sim streams, but also she does a lot of nostalgic stuff. She did very recently, like if you watch any of her streams or her TikTok, she's done stuff like Nintendogs and classic games that are like really nostalgic, and I love seeing clips of it. Uno, hell yeah. Were you winning? I'm hoping you did great. I'm hoping you had a good time. I'm currently playing some Alan Wake 2 because I love video games that are spooky and all about trying to find your missing wife or whatever. You know what? You could have just straight up lied to me and said you won every single game. I wouldn't have known. I'd just trust you. I'd take your word for it. But I'm currently shooting my way through Alan Wake 2. I'm having a great time. Ignore the fact that my health is low. You did not see that. I took not a single hit in this game. I'm currently doing one of the DLC levels, where you play as a waitress in her fantasy about trying to save Alan Wake. Basically, at the moment, Alan Wake's mansion is being raided by his haters, who don't like his writing. Mama! Just killed a man! Thank you for the subscription, I really appreciate it. Have you not? Dude, this is an amazing game, right? It won Best Direction at the Game Awards last year, and it also... Oh, shit. It also won Player's Choice. And the best part is, right, the standard unwashed gamer loves complaining about this game being woke after it already won Player's Choice Award and Best Direction. Like, legitimately, these brain-dead gamers, right, capital G, hard R gamers, they voted for this game to win at the Game Awards, and then started complaining about it being woke after the fact. Because I think it was Asmongold or someone like that, said, yeah, they are as unwashed as their opinions. I think all of the information is sourced rectally as well. But yeah, they started complaining about it. Like, because there's a prominent black woman in this game that you play as. And they started calling it Alan Woke, which is hilarious. Dude, I've been arguing with people about The Witcher, right? And I shit you not, I think these people are legitimately Googling about The Witcher as they argue about it, because they've made so many mistakes when arguing about it with me. They've referenced the Netflix series and the book by mistake without meaning to. I'm pretty sure they are just Googling about The Witcher to be mad about it, because they're like, oh, women can't be witches, despite the fact that the School of the Cat trains female witches. And Ciri is not like, one person said Ciri is not related to Geralt, despite the fact that she is legitimately his surrogate daughter. And shit, what else was there? There's quite a few things. I've been very thorough when it comes to bullying the haters. I know my shit when it comes to The Witcher. And I had to put them in their place. And I genuinely think these guys don't know anything about the actual games.
After all the fighting...
Yeah, they absolutely have not played The Witcher 3, because she was in it. You play as her. She's one of the two main characters. In fact, the entire game was about her more than it was about Geralt. Someone even fucking commented about how Geralt dies and shouldn't be in The Witcher 4, or that's the reason he's not in The Witcher 4. Despite the fact that at the end of The Witcher 3, he retires to Toussaint in a vineyard. And then they're like, oh no, sorry, I meant in the books. I'm like, yeah, the books are a separate continuity to the games. The games take place after the books. They don't. You know why? It's because they know being mad and inflammatory like that is what gets clicks and views. And that's why they do it. That's why whenever I make fun of them, I don't repost or share their stuff. I screenshot it and take it. Because nothing would annoy them more than seeing me get more engagement making fun of them than the posts they made to try and get engagement. That's the best way to hurt them, to take the thing they made to try and get clicks, and then outdo them, beat them at their own game.
A happy ending for some. But is happiness like beauty?
Dude, I fucking love the Game Awards this year, because, like, they've lost the culture war. They've straight up lost. Almost every single game had a person of color or a minority or a woman in it. We are winning. The woke has won. Barely any straight white men left. They are literally a dying breed. I hope in the future our kids can learn about capital G gamers in history books, because there's none left. I skip the intro? I can. Let me skip this. Let's go back to the main story. There we go. Alright, I believe I was meant to be going on the subway. Back into the actual horror game now. I can't go that way. Can I go this way? Boogie Back is it's Dragon Ball Super has some underrated openings and endings.
Something about the station platform felt significant. It would work in my writing, but I needed more. Something lingered here. A half-forgotten memory. An echo.
Here we go. I think I need to look out from the right direction. Am I at the wrong side? Oh, I almost had it. There we go.
Had come here before me on the trail of a murder cult. He'd gone missing, presumed dead. The cult was leaving me clues to follow, connecting the dots from one murder to the next, inviting me to draw an obscene picture on the city map. Caldera Street Station. The name made me think of the exit wound of a bullet.
I had a flash.
One of the things I really like about this game is how seamlessly it blends like live action and gameplay together. It's one of the things Remedy does best with their games. In fact, if you've never played a Remedy game before, Control Ultimate Edition is like £5 on sale right now on Steam. I would fully recommend picking it up because it is legitimately one of the best games they've ever put out. So the way this works is you can change the level by changing, because he's got basically the pause menu is his writer's room, and he's got a storyboard for his draft, and you can add in certain keywords to different scenes to change the story as you're playing it. Which is how the puzzles work in this game. Oh, what's that? What happened here?
The Fed had glimpsed into the maw of darkness. It swallowed him whole.
Literally, the story is basically about Alan Wake. He's a writer. He's currently trapped in one of his own horror stories. And he's got to write his way out of it.
That was my way forward. The blood trail continued deeper into darkness.
It's this way. Oh, he got spooked.
I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I. Okay. Have I got anything good in here? Nope, I've got everything I need. Am I fully locked and loaded? Shotgun's got 8. Got a decent amount of bullets. Do you know what? We should be fine. I'm going to save the shotgun in case there might be a boss fight at some point. I'm pretty sure there is one. So, I mean, does he have boss fights? I can't remember. I think it was Saga Anderson that has most of the boss fights. He doesn't have any. Either way, I'm gonna hold on to him for as long as I can. I'm supposed to go through here, aren't I? I'm supposed to change the scene.
Changing a plot element in a scene without being there was impossible.
Go that way. Have a look around, see what we can find. Something spooky happening over here? No, I think it's a dead end. Okay, yeah, I thought there was something here. No, it's just a dead end. Where can I go? Can I go? Okay. Go that way. Or I've got a map. Why am I not looking at it? Dead end. Okay. Yeah, I think I've missed something. Hang on. There's the blood trail. It stops there. No, it carries on going that way. Well, there's a yellow police line. I can't cross that. Can't go in there. Unless I can. Hang on. This is a safe spot. Let me have a look. Let me properly look at the map. See where I need to go. I said I can go through this train, but I can't remember how I did it. Ah, there we go. The door was open. I completely missed that. There we go. Figured it out.
The blood trail led me on.
I need light for this. Okay. I think I see some light over there. I can go grab that. Bring it back here. If I can get there.
Another place to use in this story. I needed to search the tunnels for further visions. Inspiration for the story that would lead me deeper.
Alright, we need some inspo. Can I use the one from earlier on this?
Compelling location to use.
Drop that in there.
I changed the story. And with that, the dark place changed.
Oh, here we go. I see it.
The federal agent had come here looking for answers. All he found was a fate worse than death.
It's bad luck to be on this case. The cult can get you anywhere with that black magic shit. Let the day shift handle it. What happened, anyway?
Some Fed came looking for the cult, but it was a trap. A satanic blood sacrifice.
Anyone who gets involved with the cult, they're next. I heard their leader is this famous writer, Alan Wake. Their unholy motherfucking messiah.
Sounds like a load of bull.
I think that's another plot element I've got there. Can I use that? Or is there more I can get? And I think there's probably more inspo around here I can pick up. Look around. I need to get through here. Can I not change that? Pick this back on. Does that open that up for me? It does. Okay, which means I can get through here and I can grab this.
Another echo lingered here. A source of inspiration.
A word. What do you know? Word is your research can help me, ma'am. What do you know?
There's more than one urban legend about the cult of the word. The murder cult used these tunnels for their ritual sacrifices. They say the cult reenacted the murders in Alan Wake's crime books. That Wake was even involved somehow, under a false identity. Mr. Scratch, which is, of course, a nickname for the devil himself.
It was disturbing finding myself in the story this way. But I was desperate, and it felt right for the story.
Have a look.
The new story beat fit the story perfectly.
Let's try murder cult.
I had to be at the scene, to see and understand it, in order to change it.
Oh, I need to go back. Okay, do you know what? Let me check. Is there any item here I can take before I turn back around? No, I think it's just enemies. Okay, do you know what? We're going to pretend I didn't see them. Let's just leave. Well, that's interesting. Okay. We can go back here. Go back to the writer's room, and then we can throw in the murder cult. Here we go. Okay.
Way deeper into the story. I could imagine this murder cult performing their macabre acts beyond the collapsed tunnel. The cultists laid the Casey novel onto the altar with reverence. Their twisted Bible.
Okay, let's see what we can find now. Can I go back this way again? I grab the light and keep it. Oh, it locks me out if I grab it. Okay.
Wake.
Wrong guy. Not Wake. No, I'm gonna have a quick look around. Are there items here I can take? Oh, apparently not. Okay. Oh, I can come back. Okay, in which case? Can I use this light elsewhere? I bring it back with me. Let's drop a quick save here so I don't lose any progress. This change? Is this different? I don't think it is. Let me try going back further. And using the murder cult on the other part. In fact, can I go back? Or am I blocked in here? Going the wrong way. Can I go back to there? Station. Okay, let me try that. Might be completely wrong, but I want to give it a go anyway. Probably a waste of time. I hear enemies, okay. If I don't see them, they can't see me. I think that's how it should work. Back here, can I use this? No, I can't, okay. Well, I know now. Just had to make sure. Going back. I like how polite these shadows are. Like, they ask you if you're Alan Wake before they attack you because they don't want to attack the wrong person. Go back through here. Have a look around. What can I do? What can I do? Can I use this here? I can.
The water was gone. The way forward was open.
Oh, I can open some of these. What's in here? Nothing. Oh, health. I need that. For when I eventually get hit. I mean, no I don't. I'll never get hit. I'm a pro gamer. A professional. Ooh. I am not Wake. You've mistaken me for my identical twin brother Alan Woke. Give me a second. Oh, shit. 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 I spoke way too soon. There we go. Hello to you. How are you doing, dude? Save it here.
The memory is fading like a dream. I must hold on to it. I remember an awful beacon in the darkness, a scene of a ritualistic murder site in the subway tunnel.
This is definitely one of the best games I've ever played. I love Remedy Entertainment. I'm a big fan of their games. Personally, my favorite is Control, but this is very close. I'm currently doing a new game plus at the minute. So I'm doing the final draft playthrough.
The darkest, nastiest elements.
And I'm playing it on hard as well, because why not?
A stepping stone to travel deeper to escape. Write a narrative that takes me there. Casey will lead me to it.
Well, let's do a proper save. There we go. Save over this one.
The train blocked my way
Oh,
forward.
we are a new
I
scene.
was here for a reason. It had a role to play.
Alright, let's have a look. What can we do with this scene?
New location for the story.
Try the FBI agent first.
Hello? Anyone there? Dead.
Not much help. Okay. I can't open that. Alright, let's try the murder cult.
This would move the story forward. The cult poured the gasoline over the train car. An iron cage that would soon become a coffin.
Damn, that's dark. You're not. Oh, hang on. You need to be dealt with first.
You can't type no words. Shit.
There's more of one. Is there another one? Is there another one in here, or is it just? No, it's not. Okay.
Go on, ma'am. Go on, ma'am.
This is where the history of the cult gets genuinely disturbing. The cultists tracked down the torchbearers living in the tunnels. They locked the poor folks up in a derailed subway car, doused it in gasoline. Yeah.
Charming.
It turns into
Torchbearers, okay.
story after that. They say the dark smoke from the fire still roams the tunnels searching for new victims to devour.
There are no happy endings in this city.
The story thread felt important. I could use it in one of the scenes I'd found.
Well, let me grab all this first, and then I'll rewrite the story. You're gonna open for me? No. Okay. We should rewrite this scene. Let me go back here. Bring up the writer's room. We want torchbearers.
A sick and twisted story. But it worked. The subway car had become a burnt husk. I could get through it now.
Ah, okay. Anything I might have missed around here? No, we're good. Just making sure, because I'm probably going to need every bit of ammunition I can get, considering how many bullets these enemies are taking on this difficulty. Like, they're legitimately taking 5 or 6 shots to go down, and I've only got like 11 left. I bet this place probably smelled like burnt barbecue or something. I think human flesh is supposed to smell like pork when it's being burnt. Don't ask how I know.
Fuck me.
I say so many things that sound borderline illegal and then follow up with just don't ask how I know. Ah, there we go. Okay, we're meant to go this way. Somehow. I'm gonna do my best to ignore my my adoring fans. Anything good in here? I might. Hold on. Grab that.
My path was blocked.
I remember this puzzle and I remember hating it.
The light would help me.
It took me forever last time. Hopefully I remember the solution. I can get through it a lot quicker. Need to basically swap the light in and out to try and get through the area because it's blocked up in some places when the light is on and it's blocked up in other places when the light is off. I need to go back. Yeah. Open the way. No, hang on. If I do that. Let me look at the map real quick. I need to backtrack. That's what I need to do. This bit's open now. There we go. Anything worth picking up this way? No, I think it's a dead end. The enemies. Let's not go there then. I don't have enough bullets to deal with this shit. They're just standing there menacingly.
Alan Wake.
The echoing
End of the line, okay. Alright, let's see what we can do with this scene.
I had a new idea for a scene.
Start with a missing FBI agent. In here. Okay. Looks to be Nightingale. I mean, I already know he's dead, so, wait for Nightingale. Nothing in here. Nope. Nope. Did he not give it? Oh, I think... Shit, do I remember? Did I do it properly? Wait, yeah, he should have given you. You know, I'll do it myself. I'll fix it. Giving you a medal from my own stash. My own private stash of infinite medals. Oh, let's not disturb these guys. They're standing there, minding their own business. I think this is the cult. So let's do the cult on this one. Murder cult.
The hole had changed into the murder cult's hideout.
Ah, there we go. I see it.
The Fed had witnessed something here that made him run scared. Whether the summoning ritual had been a bona fide supernatural...
Remedy Entertainment makes some really fucking good games.
...stark raving lunatics, it didn't change the facts. The cult was messing with things no one should mess with.
And I love their style, especially when it comes to blending in live action.
The key to reaching the murder site.
Like, they are one of my favorite studios. Right, Ritual.
I had a new idea. A new story thread. This was dark, but the story had to be dark.
Oh, is that an enemy I hear? I hope they stay away. I've only got like barely any bullets. I think I'm gonna take out maybe 3 people and that's about it. I do here now that it's changed. Got the wrong guy. I'm telling you, I'm Alan Woke. I'm his non-binary identical twin. Oh, I can't go out if I do that. I hate when their containers are empty. Like, what is the point? Waste of time. Do I hear someone? You look like you want to throw hands.
Come on!
They take roughly 7 shots to go down. I missed one of them. So I ended up wasting a bullet. But it's annoying how slow the revolver reloads. Go this way. What's happening over here? Is this the way out? Oh, here we've got another block thread. Keeping the right angle. Where's the other half of it? There you are.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
I'm guessing mad murder cult are an everyday thing in New York, right? I've never been to New York, so I can never really confirm or deny any of this, but I don't know. If anyone who's been to New York, how often do you encounter a crazy murder cult down there? Motherfucker. 4, 5. Okay, if I get all the headshots, it's 5 shots. I'm glad that dude decided to stand there and let me shoot at him. Oh snap, there's more of them. I might need a shotgun for this. Hopefully these guys will leave me alone. Let me go back. You stay out of my way. You also stay out of my way. If I change the scene, hopefully they'll go away. I'm literally gonna write them out of the story. Oh, that's not gonna work. Okay, fuck. Shit, there's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Shit. Missed. No. Fuck, he got me. That was my fault. Should have taken them out on sight. To be fair, you are correct. I mean, technically, the Brotherhood of Assassins is a murder cult. They just target the rich and wealthy Templars. That's a cult I can get behind, to be honest. Oh, hang on, I'm going the wrong way. You need to get out of my way. There's another one coming after me. I see him. I see both of them, actually. Oh shit, there's 3 of them. Fuck. Dude, let me shoot you. You've taken too many swings at me. That was not fair. Didn't even give me a chance to reload my gun. Actual bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna rewrite this scene.
Would carry me deeper into the story.
Torchbearers. Oh, dude, I never actually played. Was it Rogue? The spin-off one? I never actually played that one. I think a blood trail. It's gonna lead me to where I need to go. Yeah, I heard. I heard it was pretty decent. It wasn't that bad. This is the way out. Have I done it? Have I made it out? Or is this just the way I came from? I'm not sure. Feels like this is the direction I came from, right? I think it is. I think I've been turned around. Yeah, I've been here before. Okay, I've gone the wrong direction. Let's go back. There's a ladder here. I think that's where I came down, right? Try going up there and seeing what's up. Yeah, this is the way I came from. Okay, we don't need to go back just yet. Okay, so I'm still need to figure out what's happening down here. So let's continue going this way. Drop a quick save while I'm here. You definitely need to be doing something around here. I think I need to change the scene to something else. We'll try summoning ritual, that might do it. Okay, back to the writing board.
The plot changes shape the world around me.
New here. It's something I was expecting as well. But I guess he's not as experienced a ladder climber as everyone else, though. When it comes to climbing ladders, this guy's basically a noob. I don't think he's cool enough to do it in any way. Wants to do something with this light, I'm pretty sure. Hang on, let me open this. There we go. Would you not do in Snake Eater? To be fair, you go up the ladder more than you go down the ladder, to be honest. Am I trapped in here if I use the light? There's no way out, is there? Okay, I can't take the light from here, because if I do, I'll get trapped in. Pretty sure this is something I'm supposed to try and work around. You look corporeal. Oh, you got friends, okay.
Shit!
He's just like me for real. He's gonna leave me alone, right? He's just spooking me out, okay. Can't use the lamp from here. If I go in there, it'll lock me in. I go this way. Okay, grab all this. All my weapons fully loaded. I need to be locked and loaded for this. Okay, what's happening over here? Oh, I see what I need to do. Line these two up like that.
Turns out the cultists weren't the only ones using the tunnels. Hidden graffiti signs marked secret routes. I kept hearing whispers around burn barrels of an underground society of mystic outsiders with hidden knowledge. Typical New York.
Oh, because I died, I need to trigger that again. And then this guy again. That was 4 shots, okay. Oh, it's these guys. One of them killed me last time, right? Open any of this? Up. Shit. Give me a second, I'm reloading. Yes, there's another one. Please tell me that was the last one. go back? Fuck you. I go where I please, and I please where I go. Where are we? Are we back here again? Ah, okay. I need to rewrite this scene with one of my new plot elements. This one as well, isn't it? I can rewrite this scene. I got that's new that I can use here. Torchbearers or summoning ritual. Here we go.
Torchbearers painted the tree there. The tree of knowledge. The tree of life with its roots reaching down to hell. It could have been a Christmas tree for all the good it did.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Is it summoning ritual?
The scene here had changed. The dark presence.
Spooky.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Same, Alan. Same. I'd react exactly the same way. I mean, I've been saying exactly that every single time someone tries to kill me. I save if I make it in here. Gone? I think it's gone.
I couldn't hear the dark presence. It was gone. The tunnel was open now. I could get through.
I like that he's narrating his own story. You reckon Morgan Freeman does that with his own voice and just narrates his own life in his head? Or just even out loud, actually. If I had a voice like that, I totally would.
The dark presence. I had seen it before. I remembered now. It was always out there, hunting me.
This is the most unrealistic thing about video game protagonists, right? Being able to crouch down like that without it being murder on your back and knees. If I had to crawl, like, crouch walk like that for more than 10 seconds, I would not be getting back up. This is the power fantasy video games throw at us. The one thing I wish we could do in real life.
I had found the murder site. Somehow the victim's heart was the key. Something had shifted. I felt an overwhelming closeness to home. An FBI agent?
We saw the scene from Saga's point of view not long ago.
Who are you?
She can hear me.
I'm Saga Anderson, FBI.
This is Alan Wake. I'm trapped here. The dark place. Under Cauldron Lake.
Cauldron Lake. Who are you?
I'm trying to escape. I'm making progress, but I'm in danger. The dark presence. Help me. Please, help me. I could sense it. I was closer to home. Had the woman in the vision helped me somehow? Something had changed. Outside. Parliament Tower. Where I'd lived with Alice. It was out there. Waiting for me.
That's the end of that chapter. How are we finding Alan Wake so far? Oh, hang on. Begone thoughts. Begone thoughts. There we go. It popped up the VTubers for a second when it shouldn't have. But how are we finding it so far? The story is genuinely really well written. Like, when it comes to writing, Remedy are one of the best out there. Like, I put Sam Lake, the director of Remedy, on par with Hideo Kojima. Dude, it's very woke. I mean, the game starts off with you playing, well, as a naked fat man first, and then as a black woman. You know, they've got body positivity, you know, different body types, and they've got people of color and women. It's a very self-contained story. Like, you don't have to play the original game to get this one. Because they basically fill you in on it immediately. He's a writer that went missing 13 years ago in the lake. And we know where he is. He's stuck in the dark place. Right, we hit continue. We'll see where the next chapter takes us. This guy again. Okay. The writer of the first third. Oh, hang on. You actually get closer to it.
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me?
The writer of the first word, not the writer of the last. With the terror of the light and the shadows cast, the third eye now open to reject the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Friends will meet him when you are gone. We got another one here happening with this.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it.
So these echoes we see, these are actually live action scenes that are overlaid in the game. Which is why they look really fancy. Funky.
The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something had soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Very atmospheric. I really like it. It's a really creative use of live action. It's something you don't see many games do. Like, if you asked like a game developer to, or studio, whatever, to make a game that uses live action scenes in it, they'd probably just make live action cutscenes and call it a day and not think about creative ways to incorporate it into the actual game itself. This is the way out. What else you have to pick up? Yeah. Alright, let's go.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
Oh, hang on, I hear a TV.
I'm outside time and space, outside reality. But this is real. A nightmare dimension, an ocean of darkness. Remember, it's dark energy.
You see glimpses of Alan in the dark place writing the story that you're currently playing right now.
I need to use this. Hungry, monstrous things out there, plotting to stop me, to devour me, become me. Oh no. Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment?
Must be a very fucking expensive apartment if you lived in there. Right in the middle of New York as well.
Even then,
Dude must have been selling books like crazy.
closer to escape.
Right, do you know what? We'll save it here and I'll carry it on next time. I think this is a good point to save it. I'm going to wrap it up here and I'll look for anyone decent to raid. On cosmetics, do I unlock the bad boy look if I completed the oh, Swimsuit Classic? I was expecting to win if I did the DLC, if I got the bad boy Alan Wake look. I quite like the werewolf bad boy version of him. Let's chat. You're welcome. Thank you for being here, dude. I always really appreciate it. I'll see if I can find anyone nice to send you to. I know it's somewhat late, but I should have some people online. But thank you everyone tuned in today. Am I going to be streaming tomorrow? I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow. If I do, it'll be more Alan Wake. I might take tomorrow off and then come back either Thursday or Friday. Depending on what I'm doing, actually. Depends on my plans. If I have enough time to, I just might stream tomorrow. Just because I know we're getting to a really good bit in the story as well. One of my favourite moments. Let me see. Who do we have available to raid? Good number of people. Okay. Now let me see how long they've been live for. How long have you? I've not had the chance to raid you before. I hate the new Twitch update where they put the time and the title at the top now, not the bottom. I'm too used to seeing it underneath the stream. And so I keep looking at the wrong place. Okay, you've been live for too long. You've also been live. In fact, you're ending your stream. Let's not raid someone who's about to raid out. I've made that mistake so many times before. You know what? Someone I've not had the chance to... Oh, how long? Oh, hello, okay. I'm gonna raid you someone who raided me recently. His name is King Argroth, if you remember. He's doing a Elden Ring playthrough of the DLC. It looks like he's on the last boss, which if you remember, I had a really rough time with. He's doing a thing where every single time he dies, he'll donate £1 to a trans right charity, basically. So, essentially, I think he's gonna end up in, like, he's already at 158, so he's gonna donate £158 to a trans charity. I think it's a Trevor project, I think it was. I'm not sure which one it was. But yeah, that's what his challenge run is. He's currently in the very last boss, so let's see how well he's doing. If you remember how many hours, it took me 10 hours to beat this guy on stream. Which was agonizing, but I got him in the end. I hope you enjoy watching him stream. I'm going to head off. I might stream tomorrow. If I don't, I'll be back either... No, hang on, no. I will be back Thursday or Friday instead. I need to go visit my family tomorrow because I need to go pick up my delivery that arrived there. So I'll leave it at that. Anyway, I'm going to head off. I hope you enjoy watching King Argroth. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Sayonara.